Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
It looks so cozy on the screen, Brandon. I'm just looking at it now on Twitch.
I have to adjust again. Now we have
okay.
uneven numbers.
I
That's
see
all right.
Multitude has copied my blanket fort idea.
Yeah. Listen, my dream always was to have a sort of slumber party or a sleepover in a blanket fort, and I haven't made that happen yet, and I need to make that reality a reality.
Have you never
Juliet-
had one in real life?
I've done a blanket fort before, and I've done sleepovers before, but I have not combined
Never
the two.
combined.
Yeah.
We can make this
here we
happen
are
for
tonight.
you.
We can.
Literally right now, I imagine.
I mean, it's happening right now. I'm so excited.
This is the dry run, and I have it on good authority. You and Misha will be in the same place at the same time, kind of soon.
That is
So
true. That is true. We're gonna be doing that. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I booked flights in a hotel today. I'm stoked.
Glamorous.
Yay!
Glamorous. How's that for Halloween Horror Nights, baby?
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Universal could have paid me, but they didn't.
Yeah. Why didn't
Not
they?
yet. Not this year.
Not yet. Next year.
Next year.
Looking
Next
at
year
you.
in Jerusalem.
Halloween Horror
Ah.
Nights. Hey, thanks for hanging out, gang. We're just gonna do a fun little spirits kind of flavored sleepover today. We've got some fun sleepover games. Brandon has sent me a list of sleepover games that I need to interrogate because a lot of them seem very scary. And I'm very excited.
How do we do
about that.
light as a feather, whatever?
Stiff as a
flip
board.
Well,
How
now
do we
that you
do
brought
that?
it up,
Virtually.
we can't. But Claire, would you like to know the background behind light as a feather and stiff as a board?
Yes.
What a wild thing for you to have already prepared.
Oh, that's
Thank
because I
you.
prepared it for.
Again, thank you, Brandon.
Oh, sorry.
Brandon did that for me.
Actually,
if
what
you-
I want us to levitate Misha as our group trick.
That would be awesome.
For this. I would love
would
to
be
hear
wild.
the background behind this.
So the oldest known account of what they call levitation play, which is what light as a feather and stiff
That
as a
sounds
board.
Julia, you can't say that at work. Brandon specifically told us
It's
to
after
wear.
5 o'clock. I can say
Yeah.
that.
Julia,
That sounds
Brandon
sexy.
Safe harbor hours.
specifically told us to wear work-appropriate pajamas. Yes, this is true. And I thought to myself, why would he say that? And then I looked at my pajamas and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah. All right, fair enough. So the oldest known account of this is from a diary from a man named Samuel Pepys. Again, Brandon
Yes!
said this to me. I don't know how true everything is.
It's from
Pepys'
Wikipedia.
levitation Play?
Right.
Come on.
And he was a British naval administrator. And so in
I
this
bet he was.
diary entry, he says that he saw 4 little girls, very young ones apparently, all kneeling, each of them upon one knee. This is direct from his quote now.
Okay.
And one began the first line, whispering in the ear of the next, and the second to the third, and the third to the fourth, and she to the first. Then the first begun the second line, and so round quite through, and putting each one finger only to a boy that lay flat on his back on the ground, as if he
Uh-huh.
was dead.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
At
For
the
sure.
end of the words, they did with their 4 fingers raise this boy high as they could reach. And he, Mr. Brisbane, I don't know who the fuck Mr.
Mr.
Brisbane is,
Brisbane.
being there and wondering at it as also being afeared to see it, for they would have had him to have bore a part in saying the words
Uh-huh.
in the room of one of the little girls that was so young that they could hardly make her learn to repeat the words, did for fear there might be some sleight of hand used in it by the boy, or that the boy might be light, call the cook of the house, a very, and I'm going to say this and it's going to not make any sense, a very lusty fellow, as Sir G. Carteret's cook, who was very big, and they did raise him in just the same manner. So basically they're saying like this big ass cook could raise this boy, but these 4 little girls would not have been able to raise this boy.
Now, the only thing I could think that entire time was like, I need somebody from this era to explain how to record a podcast. You know, like me
And
onto
right
the video
was record
conference
button
and,
pressed to it.
and yay,
Misha.
they export to
Audio
web. Like,
I feel like I've been given an assignment.
All right. Would
I
you
will
like
make
to
this
hear?
happen for you?
Okay. Would you
Julie,
like
can
to
read
hear?
the chant? Yeah.
Yes, I was about to say. Do you want to hear the original chant that these 4 girls
Yeah.
used?
Yes.
I got you.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. Here is a dead body. Stiff as a stick, cold as marble, light as a spirit. Lift yourself in the name of Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One little cameo to our boy JC in there. All
Ah, throwing
Shout
JC
out.
into the mix.
JC shout out. In my good satanic ritual.
Yeah, just a little like, oh, Jesus is gonna make you float. Okay, if you say
Okay.
so.
Julia, could I take a quick side tangent on this wonderful content to ask each person to give us a little tour of their sleepover setup, because everybody has done such a good job in dressing for the occasion. I can begin. I have my 2 stuffed animals, Moose, who is a moose, and Cowie Jr., who is a new replacement for the original Cowie, which was like my stuffy when I was a baby, who is safe in a closet. Cowie Jr. is identical, except that he is new. And I'm here on my bed with a nice peach saison,
Oh, nice.
funky guy, and I'm excited to be here.
Amanda, you got to take Cowie to the repair shop.
I know, right? Well, actually, my grandma like sewed a little ribbon onto him, so I would know the difference. Yeah,
Oh, that's really sweet.
yeah,
That actually inspires me. First off, pajamas. Looking cute.
yeah.
I broke these out because we've been watching Evil, and Jake was like, "Oh, I really like Kristen's pajamas. Like they don't look
Yeah,
like
they
they're
are nice.
because they have buttons on them." I was like, "I have the same pair," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I said,
You were wearing them as he said that.
No. And then Amanda inspired me. Give me 1 second while I go off camera / microphone.
There you go.
But
There you go.
Whoa.
Let's go.
There
I've
we
also
go.
been watching Evil, and my sister and I were watching it together just before the stream. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Hell
but
yeah.
I do also have my childhood stuffed animal.
Oh.
It's a Scoop. Scoop is adorable. I've had Scoop since I was a baby. He's a good dog.
So cute.
What a cutie.
All right.
So cute.
Who wants to go
Nisha,
next?
I love your multimedia background.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of like so I didn't know it was called this, but I've started myself down this road, and TikTok has aggressively assigned me the hashtag home lab. Oh, hello. Speaking of a home lab.
Doggy.
That's not a lab.
Keep
That's
going.
not. I know different dogs.
Augie. He's always so chill.
Yeah. He'll be on the podcast.
Sorry, continue.
I love him.
Multimedia stuff.
Yeah, so I'm doing like home server stuff. So I'm pulling out all of my different hard drives and different computers from years past and seeing what still functions. And so I've had this screen that's now sits behind my normal screen in my office. And I was like,
Cute.
oh, it's gonna be cozy. Let's put on a fireplace.
That's so smart.
So good.
I also
Adorable.
wore my sleep cap, snork me.
Era.
Yeah, and I have some decaf tea, which is what I drink before bed.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Oh yes. I also have wine that I'm drinking out of a glass that just says Wine Witch.
Yay.
Jay calls it my wine bitch glass, and I said, I'll allow it. That's funny.
Close enough.
Oh, can we talk about the puppy now?
Yeah.
This is my stuffed animal.
He's
Wait,
so
what's my
chill.
setup? We're in my office right now, but I live in New England, so everything is spooky automatically here, no matter what.
True.
And my office does have kind of a dark academia spooky thing going on a little bit because it's like dark wood and etc.
Hell yeah.
This is my dog Augie.
Hi,
Augie.
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 Why are you the chillest dog ever, Augie? What's up?
He took an edible,
He
he's
says,
fine.
because I was born in Serbia, my life was really bad, and then my mom got me, and now I'm fucking chilling.
That's a good dog voice.
Was he really
I'm gonna
born in
cry.
Serbia?
Yeah, he was trafficked into the UK, which is crazy.
Oh, wow. That's
What?
How'd
crazy.
you end up with him?
I got the trafficker to send him to me.
What?
Is it because you wanted that breed, or?
No, that
Ooh.
I also unclear breed, just a vague breed. So okay, when I say trafficked, I don't mean bad trafficked. I mean good trafficked.
You mean rescued? He was rescued out of Serbia.
That's what's called a commute.
Let me pause and explain. So, he is Serbian. He was found on the streets of Belgrade as a puppy. it's not technically legal to have a Serbian dog in the UK because it's not in the EU. So a lot of dogs, him included, and now it's fine because we've traversed many continents. But so what they do, and this happens like not a lot, but like with some regularity, is they take them across the border to Romania, get a Romanian passport, like an EU passport for them, get them
No, you're right.
vaccinated
This is trafficking.
in Romania. Yes, it fully is trafficking.
Dog trafficking.
They take them
Got
to
it.
Romania, they get them an EU passport, they get them vaccinated, all their doctor records are in Romanian. And then they say, look, we have a van of Romanian dogs, and they bring them to the UK, and that's what they did. And
Too. It's a great
this
impression.
is him.
It's so floppy.
Yeah.
He actually is. He really will, like, you
Wow.
could kind of do anything
Oh,
with
he's
him.
a baby.
Okay, but like you understand how like the way that you said he was trafficked like at the beginning made it seem like he had gone through like a fucking Taken situation.
Well, I mean, probably in his mind he was.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he got kidnapped off the street, put in a van, driven for like a bajillion hours.
Got a
to
fake
Scotland.
dog passport, you
Yeah,
know?
he literally
equivalent
has
of
a fake
Pretty Woman.
passport. I mean, it is crazy because I do actually genuinely think the reason he's so chill is because he's like, I've seen some shit that you couldn't
I've
even
seen
fucking
so much.
imagine, bro.
He is.
You don't
he
even
is the
know.
ideal plumber or electrician where you call someone and then an Eastern European like person who's a grandpa, but you expect that he's your dad's age, but he's actually a bit
And his
older.
name's Augie.
And his name is Augie or like Vlad or something. Then he comes over, he's like, I've seen worse. And you're like, oh, thank God.
I can fix, yes.
That's Augie's vibe. And for my drink, let's see. Am I allowed to say what my glass says on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
I'm-
sponsored.
Again, we're not
Augie,
monetizing.
do
We're
not
not
take this
demonetizing. It's fine.
It's this is a glass I got in Palm Springs, and it says "cunty" on it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Incredible.
And I am drinking Seed Lip, which is a non-alcoholic spirit that I really like, and tonic. And that's
Nice.
my
Yeah.
Alexa
Incredible.
Wren in chat
that's
said
my
Claire's
drink and
dog.
my situation.
Claire's dog has a deeper backstory than I do.
I think Augie has a deeper
And then-
backstory than all of us. Oh,
And then
he has
there
his own
he is
chair.
in his little bed that he's.
Does
Oh,
it also
sleeping in.
match the other the chair in your room?
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
That
it
would be
looks
sick,
really
but
similar.
It does
it's,
look like it, yeah.
It looks so
that
similar.
one is his bed is like beige with black like little tiny stripes, but from a distance it kind of looks like one big one. And then that one is like a green gingham. So they're like they are different, but they in the back.
Oh,
look
a
like
real black and blue
very
or white
cute.
and gold situation just happened.
Hell yeah.
gingham
Brandon-
or striped.
I have to ask just because I saw your cocktail briefly while you were taking a sip. What are you drinking over there, buddy?
Well, my background is my studio because I have to run the stream. Uh,
Yeah. Brandon's still at work.
yeah, but I made myself a Clover Club
Ooh.
with raspberry jam that I made from raspberries from my garden.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah, and
Fire.
this is glassware from my grandma that I just got from my
That's
dad. Who
gorgeous.
sent it over. So
Aw.
yeah,
Gorge.
yeah.
I knew that. I was like, that's
Dog.
a Clover Club or like some sort of like. I saw the foam and that pink, and I was like, what did Brandon make?
I love a
Crazy.
Clover Club. It's delicious.
You love a weird little egg white cocktail, don't you?
That's what they
You're a
always
little egg
say
white
about me.
freak, aren't you?
You little egg
little
white
egg white
freak, aren't
freak.
you? You little aquafaba motherfucker, aren't you?
I heard everyone was saying that Brandon really likes egg whites. He's kind of like an egg white freak. Like, don't tell anyone that I
Kinda
was the one
like an
that said
egg
that, but like,
perv.
I
Like-
think it's true. He's like an egg white perv.
I'll take egg perv, but not egg white perv. That's
All
not
right,
okay.
fair,
What
fair
about
enough.
The yolk's
Sure.
gotta be there.
The yolk's got to be there.
I don't know. You're either a egg whites or a yolk man, and I
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
ready?
they say.
Here's a new meme, guys. I'm
Yolks
gonna
or
meme this up.
whites, brother.
Jesus.
So imagine a meme where it's like some like two sweet lesbians holding hands, like in their 60s, and
Mhm.
then it cuts to like two bros in their 20s, like gym bros, and then it cuts, and then the bros are saying like, oh, who do you think's the yolk and who's the white? And then it cuts over to the lesbians punching them in the face.
Yeah.
That's good. There you go.
Amanda did it.
Do you want to? This is not related, but kind of related because you said cartoon/meme. Do you want to know something crazy I learned the other day?
Yep.
Alison Bechtel is in my department.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
You should-
Sick.
Anytime you speak to her, talk about a guy.
I couldn't even talk about my podcast to her because then
No,
that
you
would
can't.
Yeah, that's true.
failing the Bechdel test.
You can't.
I can't.
Damn.
Sorry, you
Isabel,
said cartoon,
what
and
are
I was
you
like, I have to
drinking
tell
over
everyone
there?
this.
Oh, this is like super boring. It is like raspberry rose poppy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah, that's super boring, Isabel. A thing I've never heard of before.
Costco. Like not like the most boring place you
That's
could
so
buy a
cute.
beverage.
Gotcha.
I
But I
had
like
my
it.
first poppy yesterday at a concert, and it was like ginger lime. It was pretty good. Not
Hell yeah.
sponsored, but they can.
Is this
They
the
good?
good Papa
Yeah.
I
What?
will say
Is
it's
The
this
like
beverage
good?
category is open for us right now.
I will say it's weird how much fiber is in these. Like, okay, this is like, I guess this is kind of off topic, but it's like, so Poppy has a bunch of fiber in it, and then like you can buy these peanut butter cups from Costco. Okay, as you can tell, me and my partner like recently got a Costco membership, and it's kind of like, whoa, this is crazy. They sell things in such large quantities. We are both from the suburbs, to be clear. It's just that we lived in the city for a while. But the peanut butter cups also have a bunch of fiber in them. So we're eating like a peanut butter cup and then drinking a soda and getting like 15, like somewhere between like 10, 12 grams of fiber. And we're like, this is wrong.
That
Pretty
shouldn't be
good.
right. I saw Poppy when I was at CVS, like in not the like soda aisle, but in the like probiotic aisle, and I was like, "What is I mean, I guess, sure, why not?"
Yeah, I feel like the soda situation has gotten very weird recently. And like,
Yeah.
it's like got like prebiotics and fiber in it. And it's like, well, it's got like, it's not horrible for you, so I'm gonna buy it, and it comes in fun flavors, so I'm gonna buy it. But also, you have too much fiber. Where is the fiber?
Yeah,
Isabel-
that's fair.
Literally today, so my sister picks me up from the airport or from the train. She lives in Hawaii. I haven't seen her in like 4 or 5 months. The first thing she says is, "Bitch, there's a new bakery. Find out what it is." And I said, "You're right." And so there is a bakery in our town called Cobb's, but just COBs, not like COBBS. And so I pull up the website. It's quite beautiful, pretty pastries. I'm like, "Ooh, we gotta go. This is great. Let's get some for grandma. Like, she'll love it." And then I scroll down and I go, "Oh, Bailey, they have something called high fiber bread." And she goes, "Fiber with my bread?" And I said, "Bitch, I know." This is our first interaction.
That's just whole wheat bread.
Bread, but also fiber. Oh my goodness.
I did find out what the fiber sources of Poppy are because it is directly on their website in an
Oh.
FAQ.
What's it from, Brandon?
It is agave inulin and cassava root fiber.
Okay.
That's fiber.
Yeah,
That's
that is
nice.
technically fiber.
But why is it in my soda, and why can't I?
know.
Why can't I taste it?
Who
Mhm.
knows?
Fascinating.
I mean, I would rather not taste it than taste it. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like good soda. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
Poppy should hit me up because I would do a brand sponsorship. I do drink enough of it because I got a Costco size
point.
pack.
Good point.
Nice.
I know someone who's in that business. We'll get in touch.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. I just want to show. I'm wearing a skeleton hoodie because
Yeah.
spooky sleepover stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, Augie, did Augie get a treat?
Yeah, he's eating popcorn with me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot to tell you my only Samuel Pepys diary knowledge earlier.
Yeah?
Because I had some. Because it's actually one of the most famous journals in history. It's from the 1660s.
Wait,
Is
really?
it really?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's
that's
like
Claire-
an extremely
Claire,
famous
your-
journal.
As I tell every historian in my life, your threshold for what's famous and my threshold for what's famous are two different thresholds. Carry on.
Samuel Pepys's diary is incredibly well preserved. Part of the thing is that he wrote most of it in shorthand, so there are only like a few people who can basically translate it. But one thing I do know about it is that he used to write these like sexy love letters to his mistress,
Hell
and
yeah.
his name that he would sign with was Dapper Dickie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, Claire, he
You
did
definitely
call
can't say
the
that at work.
he did call the cook of the house a lusty fellow, so that does make sense to me. Like when you think about it.
Listen,
Dapper
have you guys
Dickie.
met the cooks? They're lusty fellows, okay?
Mhm.
Dapper Dickie would be a great like drag king name.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So part of what I wanted to do here,
Mayana
this
has
is
to
wait,
give us
we
her
did-
tour.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mayana.
Oh, it's okay. How's it going? I've got open closet.
Yeah. A
I've
true
got
sleepover
cat.
experience is looking through someone's closet.
Which cat?
You know?
Yeah,
Mayana, which cat?
Katara. Do you want to
Katara.
Katara's a
Mayana
Mayana
good
has two cats, Sokka
name.
and Katara.
Yeah, it's Sokka and
Aw.
Katara. They're very cute. Oh, a baby.
Small.
What a little baby.
You want to say hello to the people? You don't want to say
No.
I feel like such a creep because on my window, my Anna's like at the bottom and so is blocked by the little screen. So every time you talk, I like blow you up and you're the only person I can see. And I was like, oh wow, there's the cat.
There's a little cat. Yeah, she's chilling. She's on my treadmill, which means I can't do cardio. I've got
nuts.
I've got spooky witch tree that I'm in the middle of painting.
Oh,
Pretty.
so appropriate.
Spooky time. And then I've got Chew from game that is appropriate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hooray.
So I did say I was going to share this very quickly.
Please.
I have been playing Kingdom Hearts inspired by Simple and Clean. Audience, if you're not listening to Simple and Clean, what are you doing? And I've been trying to save certain moments to play when Jake is in the room with me. And so he was doing a little Lego and I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to break out the next level of Kingdom Hearts 2 that I'm about to enter into. And so I start it and then I say, Jake, look at this. And he looks up. He's like, is that Jeffrey Rush as Captain Barbossa? What's happening? He goes, why are they Pirates of the Caribbean? And I was like, it's a Disney property. He's like, but why?
Good
He's just
question.
very confused.
Good
Mhm.
question. I just
Excellent.
I got to the part in Kingdom Hearts 2 with David where you go into the Steamboat Willie world.
Oh yeah, just
And-
beat that one last night.
Did not know that was gonna happen.
That's crazy.
It is wild. It's a little nuts.
It's so good, and they put an audio processor on it to make everybody sound like they're from the 20s. Like
Mhm.
it's great.
It's a great level. It's truly very fun.
No notes.
Anytime the Kingdom Hearts games decide like they're going to change the art style to fit the world is always the like best moments in the
Best
Kingdom
time.
Hearts games.
No notes
100%.
ever.
And
No
anytime
notes.
a TV show or movie kind of like shifts modes and they go to like an alternate cast playing like a sitcom of that cast or like an
Mhm.
illustrated version of the movie, a real sort of Spider-Man across the universe situation,
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that.
wow.
Like, it hits new every time.
The episode of Community that's entirely puppets. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
If anyone's never watched or anyone has not watched, Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
Yeah.
They do that the entire time, and it's a great show.
Yeah.
Great time.
I should.
Truly really good.
So he can say that, and I can't say Dapper Dickie.
You can say it.
That's
No.
fine.
You should
can
say
say
Dapper
it.
Dickie more often and frequently.
Claire, we already let you say
Someone's gonna
cunty on
clip
this
this.
stream. We already let you say
yeah.
cunty. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm considering getting into doing drag, Isabel, because Dapper Dickie is such a good drag king.
Good.
That's you. You could be
You could
Dapper
do it.
Dickie.
Could
We
be
could-
you.
I might be
Dress up
already.
as Samuel Pepys.
I
I'll
think
do
Dapper
you.
Dickie's within me. No,
I'll
Dapper
do like
Dickie's
Jack
within
Fellow.
me. Yeah.
Incredible. So this is a spirits sleepover, and I
Oh,
did
it
want to yep. But I did want to ask everyone what their favorite like sleepover game was when they like did sleepovers as a kid. If you did sleepovers as a kid, I know some parents didn't let people do sleepovers as kids. Whatever. But did you have one that like either you remember doing and enjoyed and or were scarred by, or one that you like saw on TV or in like fiction that you were like, it would be cool if I could do that at a sleepover?
Absolutely, Julia. I can begin as the co-host of the sleepover.
Thank you.
And man, I was definitely the kind of kid who would assume that there was a host to every sleepover and like take it upon myself. Anyway,
Yeah, it's whoever's house it was.
that is true. But more like a social host. Anyway,
Yes.
more of a cruise director position. But I was just reminiscing with my sister about how scared I was of the thing I learned on Rugrats, that if you swallowed a watermelon seed, a watermelon would grow out of you. So that was definitely a haunting thought.
Okay.
But the one I did most often, I would say, we did Bloody Mary once, I remember, in my dad's bathroom in the basement, and nothing happened, and I was very disappointed. But the thing that worked all the time was doing the like crack an egg down, shivers down your spine situation. I think mostly because I wanted to touch girls, but otherwise it was a fun bonding experience.
Very good. Very good.
It's both,
Yeah.
Yep.
For all those young queer kids at heart, that was quite an experience.
Yeah. I don't know. My group of friends doing sleep. I know this is going to sound like the simple and clean host's answer, but like we didn't play a lot of like. We played a lot of video games. It was a lot of like play this game until you die, and everyone else is shouting at you to do stuff, and when you die, you have to hand the controller to the next person, and then we shout at that person.
Oh, you mean what we're gonna do on Monday?
Yeah, pretty much, actually, yeah. In fact, like pretty recently, like the most recent version of that experience was when I was hanging out late at my friend Kristen's house, and we were playing not Monster Prom, but the summer camp one.
Oh yeah.
That's a great one to shout at the person holding the controller to do stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for Date Everything.
Yes, so
Okay.
Monday we're going to be doing a Date Everything backseat gaming where I'm going to be leading, but everyone else is going to be yelling at me about the decisions that I make. So
Really, I
Have you
literally
played it
structured-
before?
no, it's going to be my first time playing it.
I have played a lot of Date Everything.
Excellent.
Yes,
I can't wait to make you mad with my decisions. It's going to be awesome.
I think
can't wait.
I should. Claire, should I get past the tutorial and then let Julia jump
Yes.
in? Or okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, because there are some things that you have to have talked to them several, like, because you like build relationships or whatever. You have to have some opinions. I want someone other than me to have opinions.
Okay, great.
Yeah, sure,
great,
sure.
great, great. Sorry, Misha, we cut you off there.
No, that's fine. So
Alright,
so it was a lot of like single player. I mean, and I don't know. I have a lot of fond memories of playing Psychonauts at sleepovers. Because that's a game where you can die often, and that the controls are wonky enough that you can shout at whoever.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Incredible.
I also used to play a lot of video games at sleepovers. I used to play a lot of Halo. Just a lot.
Yeah,
of Halo.
and I had a feeling you were gonna say Halo too.
Would you,
But
would you
when I was
talk about things or just
Or
side by side playing
Halo.
Halo?
I'd be like, yo, I'm talking that alien over there.
no, we would talk about things. Yeah.
Good.
I mostly
girl.
honestly I had a friend who was like legitimately like extremely good at Halo, like ranked.
Cool.
And so I used to just watch him play basically. It was really fun. But when I was younger than that, I was really lucky because I had me and like 5 or 6 other friends, maybe 7 in the neighborhood that were all my age, and so we would stay at each other's houses all the time, play like, you know, hide and seek in the dark around the neighborhood, or laser or flashlight tag, or any of these things. So yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. I was a big Manhunt fan. back in
Yeah.
the day,
Oh,
for
see,
sure.
this is relevant because of the spooky. This was not a thing I did at sleepovers, but every year on Halloween, there was a huge Halloween party at the end of my block where this family that had this giant house would throw this giant party.
That's
And
fun.
they had this big property in the woods, and we would play a Halloween game of Manhunt with the entire neighborhood. That was
Nice.
dope.
Cool.
That's awesome.
You guys unlocked a
That's
memory for me of like the first time that the neighborhood kids a little bit older than me invited me to play Manhunt, which they did the night of a block party on the
Yay.
block around the corner from mine.
Hell yeah.
And it was such a like, oh my god, I'm like 11 being invited to the big kids.
I'm one of the kids. It's me
Yeah.
now. Incredible. That's really, really cute.
We
Anyone
like I had kind of like a feral childhood a little bit, which means I did a lot of sleeping over at people's houses,
Mhm.
like a lot. And then also I used to go to this like I did a lot of like sleepaway camps, and then a lot of like daycares and stuff where there would always be like a reason that they would have a sleepover at the daycare like pretty
Mm.
regularly. But it was like the daycare that I went to was in this like rec center, this like huge rec center, and so they would have sleepovers and then they would play games like in the rec center. So like I don't know if this is like a Portland thing or if other people play sardines where you
Mhm.
like okay, so we would play sardines, but in the rec
Right.
center, and like the rec center would have like, you know, the gymnastics room with like the huge
Mhm.
like it was crazy. And so we would spend like hours playing that, and I always really liked that. And then mostly other than that at sleepovers, my friends and I would do like just weird girl stuff. Like anyone can do this,
Yeah.
but like weird girl stuff.
Yeah.
Like lies to feather, stiff as a board.
We were like with the homemade Ouija boards. We were like
Yeah.
going crazy watching weird movies, like all kinds of. We also used to watch a lot of. Now looking back at it, it was like, oh, I was an adolescent going through puberty, but like at the time we were like just watching a lot of movies like American Pie, like
Mm.
incessantly, because
Yeah.
we were like, well, we can just watch these inappropriate movies, and that's what you do
Yeah.
at sleepovers. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so we were like going through puberty as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I really am glad you pointed out like weird girl games in particular, because there is like a certain thing with that. We talked about it in our Bloody Mary episode, but there's something like in particular about young like pre-pubescent adolescent girls doing things that are like dangerous in a controlled way as a way of like testing the boundaries that society puts in particular on like AFAB young people. And I think it's really interesting that so many of the like classic sleepover games that are particularly like girls do these at sleepovers, are fucking creepy and fucking spooky. So it's really, I'm glad someone was like, we did weird stuff, because weird stuff is interesting and cool.
There's a proud
We were
tradition
doing
of
weird
girls
stuff
doing
for
weird
sure.
stuff.
Love it.
One time we went to a house that had been, this is crazy. Thinking back on it, we should not have been allowed to do this. One time we went back to a house that had been burned down like not that long before. And we went into this house and we made a Ouija board out of a piece of cardboard.
Fuck yeah,
and
dude.
It's and it said that the ghost we spoke to said his name was Pepe. we were like, that's crazy. What's that short for? And the whole thing was like very strange that it was a child named Pepe.
I'm the ghost of white supremacy.
I haven't thought about this in like so long.
Claire, maybe that was the final horseman of like the rise of of a QAnon.
And that's how I became someone who researches groypers on the I unleashed Pepe on the world, unfortunately, because
you did
close the portal.
Claire.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing that you are a scholar in Yale's Jewish Studies department or Religious Studies department, because that is such like an anti-Semitism orange flag. But you are on the correct side of that flag.
Thank you.
Hoisting it.
I try.
Incredible.
Did anyone else? I had a flashbulb. Did anyone else like wrap or toilet paper houses all the time?
Not at sleepovers. We did have a tradition at our school that every like homecoming or whatever, the like cheerleaders would toilet paper the houses of like the starting line, like the starting line of the football team.
And that hot guy on your block was on the football team.
Yeah, yep. Eric, shout out. Shout out. It was flirting, 100%.
I mean, so was what I was doing.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yes. Anyone else had weird or interesting sleepover traditions?
So in high school, my friends would have LAN parties, like overnight LAN parties, specifically in my one friend's basement. And I don't know why his parents were okay with it. His parents are actually still okay with us. We did this like 2 years ago, up until like 2 years ago, and then I think now they moved or something. But like in high school, what would happen is it would be like everybody stays up all night, and like at some point it would turn into let's put on like weird stuff on the big like projector screen. So like the first time I saw like Being John Malkovich was at like 4 a.m. in this guy's basement.
What a weird choice.
I love it.
And then like it would be stuff like let's play 4 different things on like 4 different like little screens, or like for a while, one of the guys would make us watch VTubers, and it would like because he would be trying to get us to watch VTubers. Like it wasn't VTubers, it was like anime idol stuff, and I forget which specific anime it was, but like we would fend him off for like 6 hours, but eventually
you would fend him off
the crack, and then everyone would be tired and be like, "All right, Jason,
we're gonna watch the VTubers. You just tell me when."
We'll allow it.
2 o'clock, baby.
I don't know if it was a good experience, but like it's nostalgic.
That's awesome. I love it.
That's so cute.
Kids are weird.
So weird.
Kids are weird.
Mayana, any fun experiences?
Let me think. You know what happened? There was one year where we had a sleepover at my house, and it was all these girlies in what was our 5th grade class. And I don't like scary movies, but they wanted to watch scary movies. So I guess what they decided to do was I fell asleep, and then they started watching scary movies in my living room. And my mom came downstairs and was like, "Why are you guys doing this right now?" I think we were watching Saw or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. Here was the thing that I thought was always so strange, and like spooky girlies TM, love this for you, but specifically for some reason the preteens in Michigan were watching the most gory, horrifying, like body torture stuff when we were like 12, and I don't know why
that was about the age. That was about the age where that was happening.
I
No,
was
that's
afraid of
fucked
the
up.
gremlins. I slept with a lamp in my room till right now, still. To this day.
Brandon, you have to do the new member
I
explosion
know. I
thing.
didn't want to interrupt
Oh,
Mayana.
yeah.
But,
Ooh,
thank you for
remember.
No Hugs, Just Bugs. Here's a little fun thing for you. Oh no, why did it not hit?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Explode. If I
Oh.
do this thing again, will it make the balloons go?
Give me 1 second.
How did I do that? I went like,
I think you did.
oh,
Yeah, thumbs up maybe, or
Nope.
nope. Doesn't like
no,
it
we
now.
lost it.
Now it
It's like
knows
you
you're
get one
watching it.
celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you
Um,
can. You only get
No.
balloons once.
Only get one.
We didn't even plan this, but it's currently September, so you save 30% on new
Oh.
subscriptions on Twitch until October 1st.
Ooh.
What that means is that Twitch got somebody else to pay them the extra 30%, so we make stuff.
There
Yay!
it is. Yay!
There
Good
it
job,
Aw,
is.
that's
Brandon.
really good.
Yeah. You did it, Brandon.
Good job.
Thank you for
Proud
that.
of you.
I did it.
If this had been the Riverside one, I would have made my name Rifle Johnson.
Dang.
Yeah.
No,
Dang.
Dapper
On
Dicky
the
is just
last
like
stream.
it's in here. I can't get rid of it.
Do you want to read, Julie, any of the fun stories? From
I
the
was
chat?
about to, yeah. So
Yeah.
if we've gotten our like kind of taste from everything like that. Oh, you meant the Twitch channel chat.
Twitch chat.
I
Yeah,
was
I can
gonna.
do that.
Oh, you could do that because I was pulling up one of the extremely scary games that you.
Oh
sent
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Bless.
Lyle said they played a lot of Mario Kart 64. Say
Mhm.
Miss Callie says Truth or Dare and DDR. Library
Mhm.
Chick.
DDR was a big
Yeah.
one because
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
one person had the mat, and so you'd get 6 people over.
Yep. 100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tim Kurtzberg had a pinball machine and DDR.
Ooh, nice.
Damn.
Mhm.
Library Chick said used to play Murder in the Dark at sleepovers. The spookiest
Yeah.
time was in the bush, I assume, at my friend's place. Library Chick lives in Tasmania. Hide and Seek or Werewolf, Star Wars Battlefront,
Yeah.
Super Mario, Mario Kart Double Dash for Soup Dumpling, or 2003 PGA Tour.
Oddly specific.
There's something about being up
We used to
at
play a lot of
1:30.
Q-Bert.
There's something about being up at 1:30 in the morning playing a golf game where like the soundtracks were so limited and like everything is just serene that really makes you feel like you're in a dream.
Is that like the very young person equivalent of getting high? Because I think
maybe.
because I know what you're talking about, Misha.
Because
Kind of.
This is also like I watched the first Star Trek episode I ever watched. Shout out to all my trekkers. Was the Trouble with Tribbles episode, and it was at 2 a.m. at my older sister's best friend's house that they had sort of begrudgingly allowed me to come to a sleepover at, and we had just spent 3 hours playing with a fairy oracle deck, and then we watched the Star Trek episode, and I was like, oh, I'm in this now.
This is what adulthood is. Yeah.
Incredible.
And then the next time I went over there, we played Kingdom Hearts for the first time in my entire life, and I became a Kingdom Hearts person.
Wow.
Oh my
So
God.
shout out to my older sister's best
Yes,
friend,
full
who is
circle.
still her best friend.
Yes.
That's so
All full circle,
cute.
baby. I love it.
Julie, remember when we met her? It was so adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you must have- that's wild. I forgot about
yeah.
that.
I am going to bring you guys. I'm not going to bring it down, but I am going to bring it spooky if everyone
Break
will allow
it
me for
down.
this.
Let's do the spooks.
Yes, we're going to break it down. We're going to do something spooky. So this is a game that I have heard of before, but Brandon found me the, I guess, original Imager post from
Oh no!
and
Oh wait, there you are.
I
Sorry.
might,
you
yeah,
froze for
sorry,
a second.
it's because the ghosts are coming for me.
No!
So Brandon found me the original Imager post from 2011.
Claire.
There we go,
Yeah,
Claire.
Misha.
Love that. That's the energy
But
I'm looking
it's
for.
because my room is darker. Misha did it first,
Yeah.
but my room is darker.
It didn't really
so-
work
hell
when I
yeah.
did it.
There we go.
But this is the Midnight Game. Has anyone else heard of the Midnight Game before?
No.
All right, I'm gonna read the description. The description is bad. I'm just gonna say the beginning of this is, in a way, kind of offensive, but we'll see. Okay.
Oh?
The Midnight Game
Perfect.
is an old pagan ritual. Okay.
All right.
Used mainly as punishment for those who have broken the laws of the pagan religion in question. The pagan religion in question is a fun phrase that means nothing. Now, while it was mainly used as a scare tactic to not disobey the gods.
What?
The pagan gods, Julia.
And which gods?
You know, the pagan gods.
You know, the
It doesn't
pagan
matter
gods.
which one.
Their pope in their church.
There is still... This line is insane next. There is still a very real chance of death to those who play the midnight game. And there is an even higher chance of permanent mental scarring. This is so 2011, I can't even handle it.
Wow, yes.
It is highly recommended that... Go ahead.
Let's say there's also there's a chance of death, a risk of death with literally anything you do, including being alive. So I would say that includes the midnight game.
Yeah.
I would say.
So it says, it is highly recommended that, bolded, you do not play the midnight game.
Okay.
But if you do, you should forward this email to 15 of your friends.
Exactly.
And include $1 to this address.
But for those few thrill seekers searching for a rush, or those delving into obscure occult rituals, these are the simple instructions on how to play. Do so at your own risk. Instructions. Prerequisites. I love a game that starts with prerequisites.
Let's go, baby.
It must be exactly 12 a.m. when you begin performing the ritual. Otherwise, it will not work.
Okay.
Materials required include a candle, a wooden door, at least 1 drop of your own blood, a piece of paper, matches or a lighter, and salt. If you are playing,
what's crazy is I have all of those things in my room right now.
Why do you have Claire play the game? Play the game.
It's not 12 a.m. where Claire's is
True.
currently.
That's
so that's
true.
not going to work.
Know.
I do
It's
know.
always 12 o'clock somewhere.
when you're playing an occult game, it's always 12 o'clock somewhere,
It's always
baby.
12 o'clock somewhere.
Going to quickly send that to our merch manager.
Lyle said, "Good thing I'm full of my own blood."
Yeah, I've always got my own blood on hand. All right. If you are playing with multiple people, they will all need their own of the aforementioned materials and will have to perform the steps below separately. Does that mean you all need separate wooden doors?
It does.
Yes. It's BYOB. Bring your own blood.
That's
BYOWD. Bring your own wooden door.
Yeah. All right. Step 1. Write your full name, first, middle, and last, on a piece of paper, and put at least one drop of your blood onto the paper. Allow it to soak into the paper.
You can't. Nope.
You can't do it. Nope. Amanda said, "I'm done."
Dickie is spelled with an E before the Y.
What's the middle name for Dapper?
Dapper
Dickie?
Shotgun Johnson.
Rifle
Dickie.
Johnson.
Rifle Johnson. You want to leave, Gigi?
Oh no, the dog got too spooked.
Oh, we
No, he
scared
doesn't
all
really.
you.
The dog went to go find its own wooden door.
Yeah. There's
Well,
only
he
one in
actually-
there.
He actually did not. I said, "Do you want to leave?" And he said, "No."
No, I want to play
No,
the
we're
midnight
having
game,
fun,
Mama.
Mom.
Claire, your door is very good in creaky, spooky sound.
If you need a creaky, spooky
I'm
wooden
considering it.
door effect, I've got you.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Also, our floors are super creaky. Again,
Nice.
New England Victorian.
Yeah. All right. Step 2. Turn off all of the lights in the house.
Okay.
Go to your front door, which must be wooden. So what if you live in an apartment where it's not a wooden door? What are you gonna do?
You
I don't
can't
know.
do
Well,
this.
I was already back at what do you do if you're playing this on Twitch between different time zones and you
Yeah.
can't coordinate 12 a.m. But like, keep
Mhm.
going.
Well, only one of you can play at a time then, I guess.
Oh,
You
got
know?
it.
Okay. Now, turn off all the lights in your house, go to your front door, which must be wooden, and place the paper with your name on it in front of it. Am I placing it outside, though, or inside is the question? Not
think
specific.
inside.
Outside where the spirits are.
Oh.
Now, take the candle and light it. Place the
Okay.
candle on top of the paper with your name.
Okay.
Step 3. Knock on your own door 22 times. Now, remember, the
That's
hour
so
must
specific.
be... The hour must be 12 a.m. upon the final knock.
This
So, like,
is
really
the trick.
fast.
This is the trick. There's no they did this on purpose. They're gaslighting you because
Yes.
there's no way you can do 22 knocks in less than 1 minute.
Furthermore,
There's no
man,
way.
my dad would be coming downstairs in his boxer shorts and like stretched out t-shirt by knock 3. Okay.
They're
Sure.
gaslighting
Well,
you.
that's the game.
Yeah.
Now,
The game
now
is
I
get caught
think
by your
Is
parents.
knock 22 times in less than 60 seconds. That's the game.
I will say, I think that it like means like, okay, so you're starting the ritual at exactly 12 a.m., which I think is the writing of your full name onto the piece of paper.
Again, this is all a lie. This is speed running a bunch of tasks in a less than a minute.
But I think as long as the hour is still 12, like as long as you're in the 12 hour while doing the ritual,
Yeah, the
you're
witching
fine.
hour. The witching hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 3 o'clock, but whatever. I don't know. Okay, so you're
The
knocking on
witching
that
hour
door.
is 3 o'clock? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. So if you ever wake up at 3 a.m.,
Was anyone else scared of the BFG because of the witching hour thing?
The big fucking
Yeah.
game? What is
No?
the BFG?
Okay. Anyways,
Big
Big
Friendly
Friendly
Giant.
Giant.
keep going.
Oh,
Which why would you be scared of it? It's friendly.
But he
with
would
the name.
steal children who were awake at the witching hour, and as a child, I was like, "That's not chill."
I
Like that's actually
don't
not
want to be
chill
stolen.
do that.
When I wasn't
Don't
worrying about the
put
watermelon
your fucking
seeds,
big hand through my window.
when I wasn't worrying about the watermelon seeds, I was worrying about the BFG and being awake at the witching hour.
That's
Hell
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Really
Amanda
specific
understands
fears.
me.
Okay. So you're knocking on your door 22 times, and then you're going to open the door. You blow out the candle, and then you close the door. And then the next line is, you have just allowed the Midnight Man into your house.
The Midnight Man.
So it is on the
A
inside. of the
wild
door,
midnight
then.
man
Yeah.
appears.
All right. Step 4, immediately relight your candle,
Oh,
which is
okay.
probably like when the children start panicking, which is always
Right.
fun. The next line is, this is where the game begins.
Oh.
Hate
That
that.
was all set up.
You
You
need
must-
the Midnight Man, and you have to set him up on Illinois Street before you start the game.
You must now lurk around your now I love the description of a lurk around your own home. You must now lurk around your now completely dark house with the lit candle in hand.
Okay,
You're-
honk shoe
you're-
style.
Your goal is to avoid the Midnight Man at all costs until exactly 3:33 a.m. Claire
Jake,
has
you're playing
a
this for a
candle.
long time.
Yeah, Claire.
You're playing this
It's
for
like, I
like a
got 2
solid 3 hours at least.
That's
you know?
nice.
This is straight up a honk shoe.
hours.
That is just a why, Claire. Why are you dressed like Ebenezer Scrooge right now? What's going on?
Incredible.
All right,
That's really good.
Okay,
Keep that.
continue.
Keep that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I realized
Is this good? Is this good content?
It
this
is.
is great. I'm obsessed. As long as your fire alarm is not going to go off, except
What fire
so
alarms?
into
It's
it.
a Victorian home
they're
in New
all
England.
taken down, sister.
Oh, no.
We don't
Yeah.
have any alarms in
Oh
our apartment.
no!
But Julia, I realize what's happening. We
Okay.
are minting urban legends for other people. Because what
Yeah.
you told this person to do is make their house completely dark,
Uh-huh.
knock on their own door 22 times exactly at midnight, and then walk around their house aimless,
For
reckless,
3 hours.
taking a single.
For 3 hours.
Wait, well, Amanda, this is where it gets even more complicated
There's
because
more.
so there's like you have to like avoid the Midnight Man for all costs until 3:33 a.m.
Right.
You must relight the candle within the next 10 seconds. So
See,
like
again,
after, oh
they're
no,
li-
I'm
they're
so
gaslighting
sorry.
you.
I missed a line here. 3:33 a.m. Should your candle ever go out, that means the Midnight Man is nearby.
Oh shit.
You
Claire.
must
Why
Why
relight
does he have a
the,
Serbian
exhaling on your
accent?
own
That's
candle.
crazy.
and then it says you must relight the candle within 10 seconds. If you are unsuccessful in relighting the candle, you must then immediately surround yourself with a circle of salt. If you are
Okay.
unsuccessful in both of those, the Midnight Man will then induce an hallucination of your greatest fear,
Yeah.
which will last until 3:33 a.m.
Yeah. That sounds
Point
right.
of order.
Okay.
Did that say an hallucination?
No, I just misspoke. A hallucination.
Okay, I was gonna because I was gonna say if it says an hallucination, this is a East Coast specific.
Right.
Ah, interesting.
This Midnight Man has a Long Island accent.
Oh no.
Weird. Fucking weird.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking. So when Amanda and I went to the Brooklyn Cyclones game, there was the most Long Island man to ever have Long Island on the planet, who was running around in a crown and yelling at us the whole time. And now in my mind, anyone from Long Island is that man. So that is what the Midnight Man looks like.
That's the Midnight Man.
Claire, that's because you haven't met my husband yet.
Yes. But I pointed at that man and I was like, Claire, that's every man I grew up with. Like, he's right there in front of you, and he's saying, "And now you're Brooklyn Cyclones." Like,
Yeah.
like what Jagger, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Okay. So we're continuing on if the hallucination thing doesn't happen. So if you are successful in creating the circle of salt, you must stay within the circle until 3:33 a.m.
Mhm.
You must continue until 3:33 a.m. without being attacked by the Midnight Man or being trapped within the circle of salt to win the midnight game. The Midnight Man will then leave at 3:33 a.m. and you will be safe to proceed with your morning. Like, you're like, all right, you can just go like brush your teeth and stuff.
Make
It's like
some
time to
toast.
start the day. Yeah.
Because when you start this game at midnight and and it says in the rules you're playing until 3:30, you're strapping in for like it's like kind of like Twilight Imperium in that way, where you're
Yeah.
sitting in for a long time.
You're there for at least 8 hours.
It is
Yeah.
exactly like Twilight Imperium.
It's
You are
just
correct.
Midnight Imperium, yeah.
Oh my god.
To be fair, this is half the time of what you need for a game of Twilight Imperium at most. All right. There's an addendum and also
good.
additional rules.
I was hoping for
Footnotes
more
are
addendum.
crazy.
Imagine
So
we're all
addendums.
9. We're in pajamas. We're in Victoria's basement, and we're just waiting.
Indications that
attack.
you are near indications that you are near the Midnight Man include a sudden drop in temperature, seeing a pure black humanoid figure through the darkness, and a very soft whispering coming from an indiscernible source. If you experience any of these, it is advised that you leave the area to avoid the Midnight Man. Staying in one spot throughout the entire game will only result in the Midnight Man finding you. This is why you have to lurk around your own house, by the way.
Got it.
It is highly advised that you keep moving throughout the game. And here's a bunch of do nots. Do not turn on any lights during the midnight game. Do not use a flashlight during the midnight game. I think that's covered by rule number 1, but what do I know?
It feels very pointed, like somebody's kid in beta testing tried it, and they're like, "No, Michael."
That counts as a light, Michael. Okay. Do not go to sleep during the midnight game.
Okay.
Do not use another person's blood on your name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Midnight Man knows.
Do
Let's
not-
give the other person the Midnight Man.
Yeah.
Inflict this
Then
on.
who are you letting in? Yeah. Do not use a lighter to substitute for a candle. It will not work. Okay, I mean, like, you could use a lighter to light the candle, but it can't be
But
your...
not-
There we go, Claire. Thank you. It can't be your
Ah.
continuous
So you just don't want
light
you to
throughout
waste
the
the
night.
gasoline. or the
Yeah.
oil
You
in
can't
it.
keep that on for 3 hours. That's crazy.
No,
All
it'd
right.
be bananas.
And then
Being
finally it
influencer.
says, and definitely do not try to provoke the Midnight Man in any way. That is all. Have fun. That's how it ends.
That is all.
Walking around Claire's Victorian old ass house, being like, "Come on out, Midnight Man, fucking bite me."
Trying to fight.
What, you
the
think you're better than
Midnight
me?
Man.
What, you think you're better than me?
To be fair, I have a mirror right here, and I just looked and saw myself and went, "The Midnight Man has arrived."
Well, that one's terrifying. I don't like that.
That was
Wasn't
really
good at all. Oh,
Whoa.
Claire, don't show us the mirror. That is so haunted.
Oh my god, guys!
Look, it's the Midnight Man. Oh, wow, look how dirty my mirror is. That's disgusting.
That's the real
The real
horror.
Midnight Man was me discovering my poor hygiene all along.
Also, I don't know what was happening, but I just heard like knocking, and I know it's Jake doing something in the other room, but it was just like,
How do you know that, Julia?
It's
You
Jake
didn't
playing
see
the
him.
Midnight Game.
I know. He's way too early, Misha, if he's playing the midnight
I
game.
texted Jake
Hello.
and he's not
It's
even
12
home
o'clock
yet.
You were
somewhere.
clapping? Oh, he was clapping in applause for the story. Thanks, baby. Very
Guys,
cute.
that
What a
is who
sweetie.
Jake is.
What a
Every
sweetie.
turn, he's like,
Yeah.
"I was clapping in applause for the story."
I'm just really proud of you.
And you're a Brooklyn Cyclone.
You're Brooklyn Cyclones.
7th inning stretch. You can do better than that. Here's Betsy.
Who's Betsy?
Just like
Becky's a cow.
the next
Yeah.
gig in between.
You
innings.
can't say that, Brandon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Brandon, we know you hate women, but you can't just say that.
God damn it.
Canon. Brandon hates women.
Oh,
Extremely
Lord.
canon.
I'll never beat the allegations.
Nope. You've done this to yourself,
I know.
really. Now, Amanda, you were going to do we were going to ask people what like classic urban legends they grew up with. Did you have time to compile that list of the classic urban legends to see if people have heard of them before, at least?
I will pull it up
Excellent.
just this moment.
We
Thank
also
you.
have to tell our own ghost stories if we have them.
Yes,
too.
if anyone has them. I know we asked at the beginning, but I wasn't sure if anyone actually brought any like ghost stories. Claire, I mean, you kind of cinched it with we went into a burnt house and used a cardboard Ouija board and summoned the ghost of white supremacy, but which was a very good one, I will say.
I was gonna say, was Pepe not enough for you?
No, I'm kidding. That was really good.
Pepe's never enough.
Yes. But if anyone did have a like either a ghost story that happened to them or maybe one that your like hometown talked about at all, like I would love to hear about them. Oh, please. Yes.
I don't know if it's gonna make me sound like a crazy person or not.
No, I'm
but
so excited.
when I worked at the Pacific Theaters, currently the gutted remains that are now the AMC theaters at the Grove. There was the Pacific Theaters it was very Art Deco. It was very old school. And there was this one theater, Theater 8. And whenever I went in there, I got a weird vibe. And there was just like a feeling like a presence was there. And it felt like the presence of an old man or a little boy.
Oh.
And then I went to the break room one day and I casually heard somebody be like, well, yeah, there's ghosts in Theater 8. And I was like, are they perhaps an old man or a little boy? And they said, yes, there is a little boy and an old man who haunts Theater 8.
That's awesome.
So other people have also felt the presence of the old man.
I love that Hemingway
Yes.
book, The Old
We
Man
all
and the
know-
Little Boy.
We all know about them. They're hiding, but they trust you because
But they trust you.
They usually hide, but if you felt them, it means they trust you. And I went, okay.
Mayana, can I tell you, I had like not a similar experience, but like a experience that I haven't like quite been able to explain.
Please.
Which is I used to work for a cheese shop, and this cheese shop was like in an old deli that used to be like right by the train station, and like we kept all of the like non-cheese goods in the basement, but also that was where like we served like wine and beer as well.
Nice.
So if there was like a keg that kicked, you'd have to go down to the basement to get another keg or another box of wine if there was wine. And I hated going down there because it always felt like really like heavy, like there was just like a certain like energy in the air that was terrible. But like that was one of the symptoms, and the other symptom was every time I went down there, I just like felt like I was about to pee my pants. Like it didn't matter if I got to the bathroom. I was like, I'm going to piss. Like, if I don't get out of here immediately, I'm going to piss.
Classic. The piss ghost strikes again.
So I don't. So part of me is like, was it a ghost? And then part of me was like, there might have.
My
It was
bladder.
No, there was a very old, it was an old building, and I think they had like some like exposed, I don't even know, like the wires were
Uranium.
exposed or something. Yeah, it was uranium.
Hey,
Yeah. Electrical field?
Yeah, like there was something down there that I think just made me want to piss my pants every time I went down.
I
I don't know why.
That'd be a piss ghost.
I love
Yeah,
that.
there's also. I mean, there's
It's the
also.
piss ghost.
There's also infrasound. We know this,
Mhm.
Brandon.
That's true. Well, I was
Uh,
going to say, as the wife of a building inspector, you should know that there's nothing that can make you want to pee your pants. That's a ghost. That's a piss ghost.
I'm gonna ask him about that. Let me see if I can get him
No,
to come in.
But especially if it's in a basement, there could be like subtle,
That's true.
vibrations
Yes.
in the underground in the walls that like vibrates at a frequency below the threshold of human hearing, but there's a certain frequency that it's below the hearing, but you can feel it, and it like elicits a sense
brown
of
note?
dread. Almost the brown note. It's called
Oh my God.
infrasound. It's at about like 17 hertz, and if you get like subwoofers that are deep enough that can do it, you can like fully evoke. It's like what what's it called? Cold reading shows use also, where they're like they'll just like it'll just evoke a sense of like spookiness in you and makes you susceptible to things.
A Musica 34 in chat said the yellow note.
I like the Ghost of Christmas Past from Lyle. That was good too.
Good.
All right, he's gonna join us in a moment.
Ooh,
Yay.
tell him to bring.
I
his
have
banana.
a semi-ghost story that's on the same level as the piss ghost situation, and honestly, my honest weird ass fucking theater ghost
Okay,
thing.
no one can tell any more ghost stories unless it
so
involves a
in-
piss ghost.
In my senior year of college, my best friend and I, the one who has the matching glass with me, she and I lived in this apartment in like a pretty old building in the part of town that we were living in. And one night we started like hearing weird stuff like in the middle of the night. And we had rooms that our bedrooms had like connected through a wall.
Mhm.
And I heard men speaking, like really like audibly heard men speaking, like several men speaking. And I sounded
Terrifying.
like they had British accents, which was crazy to me. And I was like,
That's how
"There's
you
no
know it's a
way."
ghost.
And then I looked out because we had a little alley next to us. So I thought, okay, so maybe there's some guys in the alley or something. Looked out, empty. She came out of her room and she was like, "Did you just hear that? Like some men speaking?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we were like, "Okay, maybe some people were like walking to the house, no problem." The next night at 1 a.m., same time, heard a similar thing again. And she came out of her room and she was like, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "Yes, I heard that." And it was really weird. And we were like, okay, things are starting to get weird. And first what we did was we convinced ourselves that it was just from us smoking too much weed and watching too much Love Island. And so we were
Okay.
calling it the Love Island Party Ghost for a while.
Okay.
We were like, they're just guys who want to party and have British accents.
A new haunting has entered the villa.
There you go.
Yeah, but we were like trying to convince ourselves that that's what was going on. And we were like, okay, it's nothing. We're just being crazy. And we live in Oregon and weed was made legal last year. Like that's what's going on. And we, then the next night at 1 a.m., I heard a man talking, but not from outside, from her room, like from through the wall. And I went out into the hallway and she like busted out of her room and was like, "Oh my God, I just felt something touch my head and a man's voice say, 'Wake up,' in my ear." And so then we slept in a tent in our living room for 3 months until we forgot about it and then went back to sleeping in our rooms.
Oh my God.
So that's a crazy thing. I don't believe in astrology, but I do kind of believe in ghosts. So
Yeah.
there's a fun thing about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still call it the Love Island Party Ghost, though, because that's the only way that we can process. And then our neighbors who were across the hallway said, "Do you guys ever hear anything weird in your house at night?" And we were like,
What a
everyone is
bonkers
experiencing
question
this.
to ask someone I've
There
been
is-
to.
And there is one thing worse than it being a ghost that everybody's witnessed, and that's it being a normal man living in your walls.
Yeah.
You're so right for that,
I
Mika.
got too deep in a Reddit. There's a Reddit about this, and I
Yeah.
got too deep in the Reddit, the people living in my walls Reddit.
Yep.
That's a thing.
Sounds like a residual.
Claire, I want to delete that knowledge from my brain already. Oh my God.
Mostly the people who are on it, to be completely honest, especially having spoken about it with Ben and showed it to him as a therapist, he was like, "I'm very sorry to tell you, most of these people are probably schizophrenic. They probably are not actually experiencing that. But some of them are like, hey, so I thought there was a man living in my attic, and it turns out there was a man living in my attic. Crazy." And then people are like, "Can you follow up, please?" And they're like, "Here's a link to the news article. Bye."
That's wild.
So it does happen.
It does happen.
There have
does
also been
happen.
people on the Reddit saying I was a wall liver briefly because I lost my job or whatever, and I saw that it's a thing. It's a real ass thing.
Okay.
I'll find this rabbit hole and I'll put it in our Slack because people will say like, "Oh, I lost my job. I became
Claire, I
homeless.
don't
Basically,
consent
things were
to
really bad,
knowing
and
this."
I moved into my friend's attic when she was on vacation, and then I would just emerge at night, and I did this for
Wow.
2 months or whatever."
Do any of the wall livers do like AMAs? Because I would actually love to like just read.
AMA, I lived in a
Yeah.
wall. I don't know.
I'm currently living in a wall.
Yeah, I'm in a wall right
Frogging.
now.
A Music of 34 knows frogging with a PH. That's the Reddit.
Oh.
Here's
The
the
frogging
fucked up
Reddit.
thing is
Frogging.
that like if you were just tell me you were living
Sorry,
on a wall,
Amanda.
I'd be like, come out of the wall and just like live in the guest room. It's fine.
Ooh, like I
You
just
could
Come out
leave
of
the
that
house.
their wall. Come on.
All right. I'm gonna let Jake get back to his movie that he's watching, but did I ever tell you that I thought the cheese shop basement was haunted?
Which cheese shop?
The one over on Railroad.
Well, which is the second location.
Yeah, the second
Yes.
location.
No, you
Okay.
didn't tell me that.
Okay, so this is what I experienced. You could tell me if this is a building issue because it was an old building, or if it was ghosts. So I would go down there to kind of get
Most
the.
likely it's both already.
Well,
just
yeah,
not-
So I would go down and to switch out the kegs or get more bottles of wine and stuff like that. And every time I went down there, it felt like really like oppressive on like my shoulders and my body, and like I would feel like really anxious. And then
where else?
the third symptom was every time I went down there, I immediately felt like I was going to piss my pants.
Oh. All right.
So is that part of the building code inspection? Like,
Yes, I love being like, he's a building inspector.
Is there
he'll know about the
county
piss
code
pants.
about piss ghosts?
about piss
or-
pants?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is actually. You just have to interpret it the right way. Let me see. I have a couple of questions for you. Was there any utilities in the basement?
Yeah, like all the utilities were in the basement.
All the utilities. Okay. Were they clustered or spread out throughout the
I don't
whole
remember.
basement?
It's been like 7 years since I've been in that
Which
basement.
one causes you to pee?
How old would you actually? You know what?
You know how old the building was.
We have in this town, we have buildings that are over
Like
100 years old.
1800s, probably.
I'm going to say it's a combination of two things.
Okay.
One,
The piss
Piss ghost.
inspector has logged on.
right. What will go in the official report, all right, is that it's most likely a higher concentration of EMF or electrical magnetic disturbance. Okay. It happens when you mix old systems and new systems together, which is what everyone has to do when updating newer buildings. If you don't just older buildings, rather, if you don't just knock down the older building and build it brand new, you're always mixing old technology and new technology, and it creates an electrical and magnetic mess that we can't see, but we can feel. Especially when it's spread out or concentrated, you'll have different bodily effects if it's spread out or if it's concentrated. Now, when you say you have the feeling of pissing your pants, all right, that just tells me that when you go down in that cellar, you're already subjected to let's just say levels that you're not used to feeling, okay, of EMF and electrical magnetic disturbances, right? And then you're in there for a period of time, and it's manifesting on your physical self, where that actually is a reported symptom, okay,
of needing to piss my pants,
of loose bowels, or
I wasn't going to shit
like
myself.
That.
I'm just saying I was going to piss my pants.
So something like that. However,
Your husband thinks you have loose bowels. That's really
no. If she was experiencing that, then for sure it's a different environment entirely. But so that'll go in the official report. But what will be in the
ghost report,
the notes on the side, okay, the personal notes on the side, is that old buildings and old wood, especially if it's 100 years or older from like these dates, they harness and they trap a lot of energy, old energy. It's almost like, when they say, oh, if the walls could talk. Well, they do just hold residual energies. And if you had a lot of action, good or bad, in a building, and it's that old and it's been preserved, even if it's been covered up with new paint or sheetrock or anything.
You can't just landlord special away the ghosts.
Correct. You can't just cover it with thick paint. The walls absorb it. So you could be experiencing just residual energy that's in that basement. Who knows what happened down there, but you're just feeling stuff.
The official county inspector said ghosts. I don't know.
I will wholeheartedly go to bat with trying to enter some sort of paranormal effect that we cannot explain, okay, into the building code. I'll go to bat with that. No problem.
Now, is it
I will.
possible that Jake just wants to give his wife an out for needing to pee her pants all the time?
Well, listen, what I know about Julia is that she is a frequent pisser. but when it comes to oh, it's just what it is. I'm sure this has happened even in recordings or games. I'm sure, longer sessions. I'm sure she's gonna
I'm aware of
go
it,
once
Jake.
or twice, 3 times. So listen,
I didn't come here on my
guys-
own damn stream to get roasted. Is what I'm
Loose boweled pisser is what I'm hearing.
all of it. But
I like it.
what's abnormal is the fact of feeling like you have no control over your faculties. That's
Thanks, baby.
that's abnormal for Julia. So I will say,
Piss
okay, there's
goes
something
happen all
odd
the
happening
time.
here. Yes, yeah.
I made a mistake going and asking you about this.
No, I think this was perfect.
Honest opinions, always, everyone.
Always.
I love it. I
Alright,
love
thank
it.
you. I
Thank
respect
you,
Also,
Jake.
just to point out, Soup Dumpling said you're the best Head Heart Gut host.
Hey!
Also, as a person who reads a lot of building codes, they needed you to share the sections that are relevant to this.
Okay. In the residential code,
You asked for
Actually,
it.
Yeah.
in the residential code, you're going to look at E33, and in the building code,
This is for New York State building code,
New
by the
York
way.
State. And in the building code, you're just going to have to refer to the NFPA 70.
Mhm,
Cool.
mhm. Yeah,
Cool.
same.
That's-
Absolutely.
That's really
Yeah,
hot.
for
That was really
sure.
hot.
That's what I was
That's
going
what
to
I
say.
would've said,
hot is
actually.
just
Yeah. Me and Claire
Negroni.
know.
Yes. Jake also has a Negroni in a glass that says turnt.
That's good.
Not as good as Claire's glass that says cunty, but pretty good.
That's a
I
cool
like
glass.
it.
Cool. All right.
Enjoy, everyone.
Also,
Thanks,
Hugs.
Jake.
No Hugs,
Thank
just
you.
Hugs said you're truly the most Long Island man ever. So
That
He's
rocks.
the Midnight Man.
he doesn't have an accent. It's fine.
Again, Jake's house is 2/3 of a mile from the house I'm in right now. Like, we grew up within like potato radio tin can distance of each other's houses, and I sound like this, and he sounds like
And I
that.
sound like this, and
I
he
did think
sounds
you were
like
gonna
that.
say he lives within potato gun radius. I could fire a
That's
potato
what
out of a
I
cannon
thought,
into your
Risha.
window.
I
That's what I
thought you were going to
should've
say
said.
potato cannon.
Yep.
That you can't do that.
That's
You
technically
hit him
on
with
my
a
face, though.
potato radius.
That's like almost a
Mhm.
mile, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Wow.
both do have Long Island accents a little bit, like
Yeah,
10,
a
10%.
little.
Not like
And
that.
then
Yeah.
Jake has a fucking Brooklyn, Long Island
Yeah,
accent.
he sounds like he's from the
Again,
1930s.
Amanda, say watermelon again, and then we'll see if you have a
Watermelon.
Long Island accent, because you
Watermelon?
said it earlier.
Watermelon.
Watermelon?
I would probably say
Watermelon.
watermelon in my like normal life, but if I get like a little bit drunk or I'm around my mom too long, I'll say watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yeah, you said watermelon and haunted. Like
Haunted.
Haunted.
one after the
Haunted.
other.
Oh my god, this house is haunted.
Listen,
You'll never
listen.
guess what ghost I ran into at the market today. Debbie.
I will just say that
Dapper
Dapper
Dicky.
Dicky has an incredible set about the haunted watermelon that he breaks out for October.
Haunted watermelon. He's not eating enough though. He should eat the
No,
watermelon.
he's got to eat more watermelon. I'm worried about him. He's not eating any watermelon.
I'm worried about him, and he hasn't gotten married yet.
It's because he isn't eating the
'Cause
watermelon.
he's not eating the
All that
watermelon.
coffee. It's
Mhm.
all that coffee he
All
drinks.
that
I keep
coffee.
telling him.
Well,
As
I
well
hope
done.
I hope he turns it around. I think he can turn it around.
I think he can turn it around. Yeah.
I think he can turn it around. Yeah.
I think my accent. I have a ghost story I can share too.
Brandon, please.
Mhm. I
You're
have
going
a
out on us.
not a real story, but it's just a short experience and then a real story. The first one is that like when I was a Boy Scout and we went to visit, I forget what the name of it is, but it was a like an aircraft carrier. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes you can go as a group and like stay overnight on an aircraft carrier that's decommissioned
Yeah.
or whatever.
We
it
had
is.
the Intrepid in New
The
York City.
Intrepid, yeah.
That was
Feels
a big
like
one.
Intrepid. Julia,
Yeah.
I turned
Yeah.
34 in a scant 5 months. Get ready.
Amanda,
Super the sleepover at the Intrepid is what you want for your
Yep.
34th?
someone offered us a free night at the museum, which
Oh,
I'm really
yes.
excited about.
Ooh,
Look,
that's
I'm
fun.
saying
Years ago on
multitude
Spirit.
filming on the Intrepid.
Yeah.
Recording on the Intrepid.
Mhm.
That'd be incredible. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm sure we
This
could.
ship sucked.
No, but Amanda, you say that, but Jake did it as a Boy Scout as well.
Oh,
he
there
has
you
a
go.
story about one of the dads snoring so loud he kept everyone up the entire night at the Intrepid.
Well, on my battleship,
He came back in and went.
on the battleship I was on, it was really cool, but it was sort of still active. Like it could have been called into battle if it needed to be. So it was still a working ship.
What if there was children on board?
Well,
Mom?
obviously, yeah. But
They all get drafted.
Carry the buckets.
But that meant that there were lots of
Reinstating
sections you
ship
could not
boys.
go into, which meant lots of odd shadows at night. And
Cool.
I don't know if they did this in Intrepid, but in real battleships, they have at night, they don't turn off the lights because you need to be able to see if you get caught in the middle of a battle in the middle of the night. So they have red lights because you are supposed to be able to sleep with the red lights, but yeah, you can still see your way through the thing. And the entire night was this like haze of like everything like layered in red and like weird odd sounds that you've never heard before, and I guarantee the thing was haunted. But the better story I have is from not a personal story, but a story of someone who let's say lives close to me.
like in your house, would you say?
Who also might be a ghost, yeah.
Oh yeah,
possibly
You're attic dweller.
Yeah,
You're Frogger.
My
Yeah.
Frogger.
Guys, it's in there now. It can't come out. It can't come out. It can't come out.
She was on vacation at like a house they would rent occasionally. And so she sort of knew the house, but so at this point she sort of like wasn't thinking about like the surroundings and everything. And one night she went to bed and it was like super stormy, like very thunderstormy. And
where was this house located? Like general vicinity, like New England or
New England, yeah.
Okay,
Massachusetts somewhere, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say it had New England Gothic written all over it before you even started talking.
Yeah, it's a very old house. And lots of people lived in it before it got converted into like a rentable house. And she went to bed and she woke up like I think like not too much later, but like an hour or two later, whatever it is. But it was still, it was night at that time.
During the witching hour.
And she woke up and she saw her mother folding clothes on the edge of her bed. And she was like, she got up, she's like, Mom, not up, but she like stood, what do you call that? Sat up, thank you. And was like, Mom, what are you doing? It's like the middle of the night. Why are you doing laundry in the middle of the night? And like her mom didn't say anything back. She just kept folding clothes. And she was like, no, okay, I guess. And
the real crime was the patriarchy. That was
she was on her third shift, guys. The third shift. The gendered one.
The gendered one. And then she went back to sleep and then woke up in the morning and was like, Mom, why were you? She went to her mom in the morning, obviously in the kitchen. Was like, why were you doing laundry at night for my bed?
In my room.
In my room. She was like, I was not doing that. And she was like, okay. And then just she was walking, through the house. She saw a photo that was up on the wall of some previous tenants, and she realized that was the face that she saw folding the laundry at the edge of the bed.
Yeah. Why does her house have a photo of old tenants?
Well, it's the rental house.
They were renting the house.
Oh.
So it's like the people that actually used to live there before it was converted into a rental.
Man, that gets me every time.
Yeah, it's spooky.
It's one of my favorites.
I have a non-spooky ghost story that's much shorter than the other one I told.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want a non-spooky one?
I want all ghost stories, period.
Okay, so this is the same best friend.
I told you a piss story.
Okay, to be fair, there's no topping that one, unfortunately. But this is actually not. This is Brandon's one made me think of this because it's not a story that happened to me. It's a story that happened to someone I know very well, and so it was not someone who lives in my house, but my best friend. The same one who had the Love Island thing. Her mom's brother like passed away when she was in high school, and her mom, like I know her mom really well and pretty close with her mom too. And her mom's brother passed away when she was in high school. And this has happened on like 3 separate occasions. She has seen her brother somewhere, like seen him, like the first time it happened, she saw him like on the side of the road. And she like pulled over.
Whoa.
And was like, what the fuck? And then a deer ran out onto the road like at night, right where she was driving.
Shit.
And so like she saw him and pulled over, and then she would have hit a deer in the middle of the night if she hadn't like stopped her car. Wow. And then 2 other times there's been some like some catastrophic thing that would have happened, and right beforehand she like saw her brother or heard her brother, and then it was like prevented, and so she was like, I can't ever not believe in ghosts, because what the fuck, how do you explain that?
Yeah,
I would say that is
There you go.
spooky, Claire.
Crazy.
But a
You think
nice,
that's, but I think it's
but
good,
a nice spooky.
good
Beautiful,
spooky.
It's
yeah.
nice spooky, but still spooky.
Ooh.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Crazy.
Damn. I was gonna think if I had another one. I don't have any like other good ones. Jake has some great ghost stories, but I will save. We've gotten enough Jake content for this stream at least.
Never enough, Julia.
It is because he's great in like these small doses where the people want more. I
Gotta
always
leave
want
them
more.
wanting more.
I always want more. However, for the people, just a little bit, just a little tease.
Julia just doesn't want her bladder to be on blast anymore.
I'm okay with that. He roasted me.
Brandon,
he
sounds
roasted
like your
me
bladder is
appropriate.
always
Yeah,
on
I
blast?
would say like most of us don't want our bladders on blast.
I will listen. My bladder has already been on blast on Join the Party like several times. I don't need it on blast in Spirit's context as well.
I'm pretty sure we've cut it out every time, Julia, for your own.
There is a reel about how quickly I came back from the bathroom.
It's
what
one
are
of our
you
most
talking
popular.
about?
But that didn't make it into the audio.
Fair enough.
Bladder on blast is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's your bladder setting. Turn the bladder on
Well,
blast.
famously, I am the fastest peer in the West. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been trying to reconcile put your bladder on blast with the idea of a bidet for the last several minutes, but I can't get there.
That's the
That's for
opposite.
the other
That's the
hole.
bladder blaster.
That's the other hole.
Oh, thank you, Claire. You're so right.
Your bladder can blast or it can get blasted, and you can have Baja Blast that makes your bladder blast. Then you blast it with the bladder blaster.
Whoa.
Claire's a professional talker now.
True.
Always have been.
Always have been, always will, baby.
Julia, I was working on that search of common urban legends,
Right.
and I do have a list.
Okay.
But I also just came across 6 urban legends to keep you up at night, and so I wondered what your appetite would be as a group to short stories, like 4 to 5 sentences, genuinely pretty spooky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hit like the
Maybe?
top 3 urban legends from the
Yep.
list that you compiled. See if everyone has heard of those. Just get
Certainly.
a general consensus of how we feel about that urban legend, and then I would love to hear a couple of those.
Love it. So the first one here, Julia, will be very familiar to you. A little warm up for this section is Bloody Mary's mirror message.
Oh yeah.
How many people have done the Bloody Mary in their own personal mirrors? Raise of
I
hand.
accidentally pimped out my
Thank God.
dad into doing it. Does that count?
Yeah,
Yes, it
I love it.
Incredible.
Okay.
Next, there is the telephone game Warning.
Now I don't know if I know that one.
So this says, a popular legend warned about calling specific phone numbers at midnight during sleepovers. The story claimed if you dialed certain number combinations, you'd hear mysterious messages or ghostly voices.
Like
That's
911.
silly.
The introduction of touch-tone phones in many homes during the 70s added to the mystique of these forbidden number sequences.
I truly think that there is a certain amount of like technology becomes urban legend when we aren't like super familiar with it, like the Slender Man kind of it all, and like the calls coming from within the house sort of thing. Like I think there is a certain like, oh, we're scared of that technology and it's new and no one's exactly sure. There's a certain mystique around it still.
Yeah.
And then it turns into urban legend. So that one's interesting because I think it didn't quite hit our generation. But for the people who grew up in like the 70s, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Can you share also what Bloody Mary is for anyone who is watching who may not know what Bloody Mary is? I don't know if it's a global thing or not.
I would say Spears has done a whole 50-minute episode on Bloody Mary, so I would check that out. But also it's the idea that if you say a certain phrase into a mirror a certain amount of times, it really depends on the like actual myth, like, you know, tradition that we're talking about, because there are several different versions of it, that a woman / spirit / demon will appear in the mirror and do something.
Choke you and leave a bloody grip mark on your neck.
That's
what I heard.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear what everyone's original like ones were. Like, what did you hear growing up that Bloody Mary would do to you? How many times did you have to say it? Like, what were the details that you all grew up with?
I heard 3 times, and if you summoned her, she would kill you.
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to be really worried. This is a peek into my brain. I used to be really worried about going to the bathroom in like one of those one stall bathrooms as a kid, like the ones where you just open the door and there's a toilet and a whatever. I was really scared of doing that and then thinking Bloody Mary the right number of times.
Oh,
and
no.
having her appear, like not even saying it, but that I would think.
Oh,
it.
the Bloody Mary could be a thought
Angel
crime.
rules. Yeah, that's
Thought
the weeping
crime.
angel.
Bloody Mary thought crime.
Yeah,
That's rough. That's rough, Claire.
Dang.
Yeah, mine was also
And here
3
I am.
times. Yeah. Mine was 3 times, but I don't know if we knew what she would do to us. It was just like she'll
She would
do
appear.
something.
It was just
Don't
like, don't
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah. But I'm also now remembering, you made me remember, Claire, unrelated, but I had a fear growing up that someone was behind my shower curtain every time I would go in the bathroom
Ooh.
or go to bed. So I'd always have to check just to make
Watch
sure. no one's in
Psycho at
there.
a really
That's
formative
real.
age.
Never seen it.
Wow.
No, but
You
even if
shouldn't.
you haven't seen Psycho, so many other
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
have like aped the Psycho curtain pullback that
That's
it's
fair.
like so common now.
Yeah.
So I feel you.
Yeah. Can I put in a request that later I just remembered a 2-sentence horror? Do you ever read these on Reddit? The 2-sentence horror thing. I just remembered my favorite one of all time, and so I'm putting a request in later that I can read you this 2-sentence horror.
We'll throw them in the middle of the ones that Amanda's going to read. That sounds perfect. Anyone else had Bloody Mary thoughts or experiences when they were a kid? No
Thought crimes.
thought crimes. No thought.
I
No
was
other
putting
thought crimes.
left and right. Let me tell you, sister.
All right, Amanda. What's our third urban legend?
The third one is titled The Polaroid Prediction.
Again, another weird technology one.
Stories circulated about Polaroid photos taken during slumber parties, revealing scary figures or future events as they developed. The legend claimed photos taken exactly at midnight would show glimpses of how each girl's life would turn out. Some parents actually locked away their expensive Polaroid cameras and film during sleepovers.
Expensive. That's how
Yeah,
you know it's an
expensive
old
film.
one.
There's
Yeah, go ahead.
There's this is only a little bit related, but there's this Sci-Fi Channel miniseries called The Lost Room, which I have a special place
I
in my heart
love The
about.
Lost Room.
And it's about like a hotel room in the 1960s that like gets obliterated from space and time, and everything that was inside the room gains special powers, but they all look like ordinary objects. And one of them was the Polaroid photograph, which was completely blank until you go to the place where the room used to be, and then you could walk around and see the room through it. I love like a magic Polaroid. Yeah, there is
Yeah.
something about the analog nature of
like
the development and like the way the streaks could happen because of the instantness. That's like very spooky ghost stuff.
Just real quick before we go on, I have to read this from
thank you.
Library Check.
Because I was like, if Brandon doesn't do it, I need to do it. Go ahead.
Library Check just wrote in chat, we played Bloody Mary at a sleepover when I was 12. After we said it 3 times, I passed out. Turned out I had diabetes. Now that just lives in my brain that Bloody Mary gave me diabetes.
I think that's canon. That's canon, Library Chick. That happened.
No one
Wait,
everyone
That's how
thought
you
it'd be
get
it.
diabetes,
Hold on.
actually.
Blood sugary Mary. Is that
Ooh. We thought Bloody Mary would strangle us. We thought Bloody Mary would kill us, but nope, it was diabetes the whole time.
Diabetes. She
That's
gave me
the slow
diabetes.
game. You know what diabeties can also do? Make you feel like you have to piss all the time.
Yes!
That's
the
a
piss
real
ghost.
thing.
All
diabetes, the
coming
real
together.
piss ghost?
It's all full circle, baby.
I've been here for an hour and a half and haven't pissed yet.
I'm so proud of you.
I thought you were gonna say thanks. I've been here for an hour and a half. I've been Julia Shafini.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna go piss.
Incredible. Oh my god. So good. Amanda, can we
Yes.
have the first short scary urban legend?
Oh, you sure can. This one is the first one I read that I was like, okay, I think I can read this. Warning, it's like buck wild. Okay.
Those are my favorites.
I won't tell you should I tell you the name of the story?
No. If it's gonna spoil what happens, don't tell us.
Great. It's like 6 sentences. Several young girls have gathered for a sleepover. The parents are away, so the girls rely on the family's large pet dog for protection against any possible danger.
I
Don't
know
you
this
predict them?
one. I know this one.
I'm
Oh,
concerned. But
yeah,
go
I
on.
think
know this one. Keep going.
Do we need a content warning at the top?
no.
Yes, this is a fictional story where nothing I say is real.
Okay, great. Thank you, Amanda.
Later in the night, after all girls have gone to sleep, the hostess awakes several times to some odd noises in the house. However, each time she wakes, she feels her dog comforting her enough to fall back asleep by licking her hand. In the morning,
Nope,
she
don't like
wakes-
it. Immediately don't like it.
I remember this one now.
Yep.
In the morning, she wakes to find her friends and dog murdered. And in the bathroom, there is a message written on the mirror: people can lick too.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Immediately don't like it.
Hey, I hate it.
I'm curious, does anyone have any scary stories they read or were told that are stuck in your brains from childhood? Because I have two of them, and I want to hear
that
them all.
one. Actually, that's the one.
Brandon, am I prepping an episode for Monday about that exact topic for spirits?
Cool.
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That
Yes,
book
goat.
haunted my mind. There was absolutely one about like a woman who had a spider lay eggs in her face. That gave me a lot of nightmares.
Misha, I wrote that in my outline already.
I can't. It'll never leave me.
The one
Just like
that
frogging.
the one that always, besides that one, Misha,
Just
with
like
the-
your
it says
Frogger,
spider egg.
actually.
The other one that always I think of when I think of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is the one where like the couple is on vacation and they're like, oh, it's a sick dog, we're gonna bring him home with us, and they bring it home and they're like, the dog's acting really fucking weird, and so they take it to the vet and the vet's like, this is a giant rat and it has rabies, what are you doing?
That's wild.
And that's when they learned they need to learn what a dog is.
Yeah.
We
They're like,
"And why
it's
does
a
he
weird
have a
hairless
Romanian
dog.
passport?"
No.
We learned a lot that summer.
Did anyone watch the Goosebumps TV show when it was on in the 90s?
Of course.
There's one that I don't even know why it was that scary, but their home security system had like a light that would beep, like go on and off. And the whole premise was like at the end it was like revealed like the beep was actually the eyes of a ghost in the alarm system. And I had one of those that looked exactly like that, and it scared me shitless for my entire life.
This is not the same thing, but my sister told me that our dog was actually a robot that was surveilling us when I was a child. So I lived for a long time as a youth believing that my dog was a surveillance camera watching me for my mom while she was away.
What?
Wow.
That's like fucked up elf, like more fucked up Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah, my sister basically, because she's older than me, and she basically was like, "You're being watched," and it's by Lucy, our Scottish Terrier.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Brandon, I'm trying to figure out what episode that was. Was it called The Headless Ghost?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember at all. But I also remembered, which I need to go on Spirits and tell you the story and do more research on it. But this is a real thing in my hometown that's not an urban legend, but is real, that there is a house that had been there for probably about 100 years, maybe a little bit less. But in the front yard, they had a little graveyard, like a little family graveyard, because this was sort of like, at this point, this was like really in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Texas. And so they could kind of do whatever
you just
the fuck they
buried
wanted.
your family on your property. Yeah.
Yeah. But instead of people in the burial sites, they were body parts of the various family members. So it was
why only body parts, Brandon?
Don't know. Here is
what were they doing with the rest of it, Brandon?
I don't know. They were like, here
Your
lies
horror movie, Brandon, that's based on your state. What were they doing with the rest of the bodies?
It's not chainsaw murder. But yeah, it was like, here lies, blank blank's arm or hand or whatever it is.
What?
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Brandon, I don't like that.
Brandon, text me the information on that because I need to read about it right now.
Okay, I will.
Don't like it.
Hate that.
Would y'all like one more scary story?
I want 2 more scary stories.
If it involves a dog, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I was like, Amanda, do we need a content warning at the top? Are we okay?
In the fictional story where nothing actually happened. Yes. I say that in total love because I also am like, I empathize too much with Finding Nemo. I can never watch it again. Anyway.
No, I don't mean because the dog is dead. I just don't want to think about dogs and humans licking each other and whatever.
Yeah,
I don't like
that sucks.
I don't want it, and I don't like it.
That
and I don't condone it.
All right.
No condone humans licking humans.
No.
No. What you do in the privacy of your own home, I don't condone.
Here we go. In the most abrupt tonal shift of anything to ever happen, a woman was lost in the desert in Death Valley.
Not Death Valley.
But was rescued.
Oh.
However, while in the hospital, she began incessantly scratching at her face. She wouldn't stop and was restrained by the hospital staff so she wouldn't injure herself. She eventually died from a mysterious cause, but hospital attendants discovered then that her body was completely infested by ants. These burrowing insects were trying to eat their way out through her skin.
No thanks.
Misha took the headphones off. Misha said, I already talked about how I was scarred by the spider story, and Amanda had to follow up with that.
Did not need that story. Appreciate you so much. I will be reporting this to HR.
Find the toucan.
Toucan is ready.
In that room.
HR is in the other room. We can go grab the toucan later. And you can tell the toucan.
Okay.
That's bad. I don't like that.
I feel like you're full of ants is something that the hospital should be able to diagnose. I'm just saying, like, steps along the way that were very much like
it's showing up on the X-ray.
Yeah, like look at the ants. You're full of ants. We solved it.
House MD walks in. Well, has anybody talked about the ants yet? Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out. No Hugs, Just Bugs said, see, as someone who studies bugs, I immediately clocked bugs the second you said she was scratching her face. I love bugs, but bugs are so bad. Shout out.
I'm still thinking about House MD being like, could be sarcoidosis, could be ants.
Could be ants. Could it?
You would get the because he's always thinking people have sarcoidosis. No, okay.
Well, I know. I was gonna say, must be ants. Can't be lupus. Couldn't possibly
can't be lupus. It's never lupus.
Never lupus.
I always think of the time when he cuts the girl's arm and goes grapey. He goes, he cuts her arm, licks her blood, and goes, grapey. Amanda fucking knows. It's crazy. He's like, and that's how you know she has diabetes or whatever. Like, because he's like it's a thing. He like licks her blood and says, grapey.
That's insane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Dr. Gregory House should not have been allowed to do.
But he gets results, damn it.
I'm sure a lot of folks who are here probably got to listen to the episode of Wow If Shoe. I need a different version of that, and part of the Wow If Shoe gimmick, because you've probably listened to many episodes of Wow If Shoe, is, each episode they say, wow, if Mr. Schuster did this in real life, he would have been fired from his job. Mm-hmm. That's a wow if House moment where if any doctor did that, that man was immediately fired.
Wow if Lou piss?
Wow if L-O-U.
Yeah, man.
Another
P-I-S-S.
Yeah.
Lou piss.
I was trying to bring it into the branding. I don't think it worked very well.
No, I think it works perfectly. Personally, yeah, I like it.
That's another good Riverside name. Next time we do something, someone needs to name Lou piss.
And then Amanda can do one about elementary called Wow if Clue.
Oh my god, I would love that.
Amanda, anytime you want to do.
Deboki loves elementary. Deboki loves Big Brother. Deboki watches the Big Brother live feeds. Deboki listens to the reality TV show podcasts I do, and she loves elementary. And I was like, where did you come from?
Listen, anytime you and Deboki want to do an elementary and or Big Brother and or whatever reality show you want episode for the MultiCrew, you're more than welcome to.
Well, supporters, by the way, if you join at multitudeshows.com, you can become a member of the MultiCrew today. That's why we're doing this today.
Yeah.
We've been working hard for months. Misha's been editing. Everybody here worked on beautiful podcasts for your ears. And if you want to help us.
No, Claire, don't laugh at yourself. You deserved it.
It was beautiful. And
Misha's contribution is beautiful. Mine.
I don't know, bro.
The two live in harmony with each other. I will say that. You guys are not ready for Tuesday. I'm just saying, if
No.
you're part of the multi-crew, you are not ready for the episode that is going to drop on Tuesday.
Genuinely, help us keep making a goddamn living in independent media under capitalism. Thank you so much. Multitudeshows.com. Appreciate you.
Would you
Julia, here's the
As a reminder, if you sign up for any of these plans annually, you get 2 months for free. So
That's
what's not to love about
true.
that?
That's true.
Yes.
Okay. Spooky time.
Spooky time. I also need to point out, Brandon sent me the link to the cemetery where it's only people's body parts. And it is because
Don't spoil it, Julia.
Why?
Well, there's more lore. There's a big old book I need to read about it.
All right, fine. I'll let Brandon come on the show.
I am imagining a big, like, wrought iron gate with a sign across the top of it that says the cemetery where it's just body parts.
Well, Brandon also sent me a photo, and I'm not going to spoil anything about it, Brandon, don't worry. But it does say just in this photo, the foot of C.C. Motley, buried June 5th, 1911.
Fuck yeah, man.
Damn.
So, cool. Anyway.
Are we ready for a short, scary story that ends on a weird note?
Yeah, those are my favorites.
Cool. A mother sends her daughter to get some things from the store for dinner. The mother waits and waits, but her daughter doesn't return.
Oh no.
Hoping to intercept her daughter, the mother makes her way to the store and purchases the items needed for that night's dinner.
Why wouldn't you wait to see if she brought home the things that you ordered?
I guess she's not like, I'm walking the same way to the market. If she's there, I'll see her on the way. But
right.
Yeah.
And if you don't want your haunted mother to bring home the wrong ingredients, you can get Green Chef or whichever one's sponsoring us right now.
Whoever's sponsoring us.
Hello Fresh.
There you go.
So good. Not knowing what else to do. When the mom returns home, she begins to fry some minced meat she purchased at the store.
Uh-oh.
Don't love that.
Don't love
There,
that.
in her skillet, she finds a small ring and recognizes it as the one she gave to her daughter for her birthday.
Oh
no!
Now the mother realizes why her daughter never came home. I think that's a weird note because that's the worst sentence I've ever read.
Yeah.
Cannibalism. We get it.
I
It
guess
kind
it
of has the
just
vibe
goes
of
to
the like,
show.
and women can be surgeons too.
And women can also be butchers, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, this sort of like,
that's-
and the surgeon was the mom, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weird. Just weird. Just very odd.
Indeed.
Oh no. Terrible.
Wow.
If true.
Well, wow. Wow, gang.
Claire, what was your 2-sentence horror?
Oh yeah, what was your 2-sentence horror? I forgot that we were
Okay,
gonna
this
put
one
that in
also
between.
ending on a weird note, but it's my
Hell
favorite
yeah.
2-sentence horror of all time. It might be bringing the tone. It might be lowering the tone.
It's fine.
What tone?
I laugh every time I think of it.
Lower than piss ghost? I don't.
I think Piss Ghost is the peak of comedy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Piss Ghost is the bit we're all going to take with us out of this stream. And
That's
you know
what I
it.
try to do, gang. I just try to give you a bit you'll repeat back at me for the next year or so.
Honestly, if you guys aren't members yet and you heard Piss Ghost and laughed, you owe us money. So
Yeah.
At least a month, like $5. Throw us $5 this month.
Like $5 one
Yeah.
time.
That's
One
true.
time.
That's true.
How much is
And
Piss
something
Ghost
about
worth?
blasting
God.
bladders or whatever it was.
Yep. The
Okay.
Baja, the blast, and the bladder blaster. Anyway, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Oh,
Here's my
Jesus.
2-sentence horror post. Maybe you guys want. I don't know if it's as funny if it's read out loud versus if you read it with just your eyes. But it says, "I feel the anesthesia take hold as I lie on the surgical table.
Okay.
Just before I pass out." Just before I pass out, I hear the doctor say,
Okay.
I hear the doctor say, "Move him to the penis explosion chamber."
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
It's really good, actually. Though it's really funny.
You're expecting
Claire, I had to go to the ER on Tuesday. I'm fine. Everyone who was involved is fine. But if I heard someone say, "Oh, take this person to the penis explosion ward," I think I would have died. I think I would have been like, "Yeah, take me there immediately. I need to see what happens there."
That's
I
so
feel like
good.
it's
Julia, I gotta tell you, it's only one thing.
I feel like I want to know what it looks like.
I don't think
Like
you do.
morbid curiosity. I kind of do want to know what that looks like.
The use of the word ward is S tier in that sentence.
Also, what's funny is it actually is chamber, and Julia said, "Let's upgrade it to a ward."
It should be a ward.
This explosion chamber. Take him to the ward where it happens.
I do just also have to say that in the chat, do the thing Lex said. My wife from across the room just cackled at, "If you laughed at Piss Ghost, you owe us money."
Thank you.
And then said, "So I think we
Yeah.
do have to upgrade our tiers." And
Yeah.
shout out. We
Thank you
did
so
it,
much.
gang. It was
Goal
worth
achieved.
this whole 2 hours just to get us to get
You know, I
Piss
I
Ghost.
published an interview today in the podcast Marketing Magic newsletter of my friend Lauren Cassell about the MultiCrew Drive, and in it she asked, like, "Do you have any goals?" And I was like, "Honestly, Lauren, this year the goal is vibes, and I think if you laugh at Piss Ghost, you owe us money. We've achieved the vibes. Like,
That's it.
That's
the
merch
vibe.
idea.
yes. Well, let me open up the
If you
flash.
laughed at Piss Ghost,
That's a
you know,
banner.
it's funny.
Thank you.
Oh my god, insane.
I still feel proud of Bring Your Own Blood.
Pretty good.
It's still
Pretty good.
sticking with me.
My cheeks hurt.
Listen, if you had a favorite moment, make sure you share it in Discord. Let people know what they missed out. This will be live on Twitch after we finish this stream, and also we will eventually get it up on YouTube. But this was a delight and a privilege for sure. I wanted to finish us off. I had prepared a couple of these to just kind of have a little fun in case we lulled. We really didn't lull at all, gang. So good job.
You
in
were
general.
worried.
But I did prepare a couple of fun little spirits coded fuck, marry, kills. If you'll come along
All right.
with me on this
Hell
journey.
yeah.
So I always like to start with this one because I do think it's fun. And this is what I call fuck, marry, kill, start the Trojan War edition. So it is fuck, marry, kill, Aphrodite, Athena, or Hera.
Mm.
We can go
Marry
around.
Hera. You gotta fuck Athena. I have to know what it's like. And Aphrodite seems like the character that Big Brother would turn into the most annoying person, so she's gotta go.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna give a controversial contradiction to that. I think it's fuck Aphrodite because she's free.
Uh-huh.
I
She-
think
she's the
it's
notorious
100% marry
freakiness.
Athena because she can provide
Cosign.
and kill Hera because who needs that?
Absolutely. Also, because Hera's
that's correct.
extremely jealous,
Yeah.
and I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Kira's only jealous because her husband's constantly cheating.
Now,
on
I
her.
will say this. I will say this.
Dump
Sure,
him.
her husband is constantly fucking other people. Did she need to possess the body of Heracles and murder his wife about it? I say no.
But
Not a
if
girl's girl, I'll say that. Not a girl's girl. Put it out there.
I will say Heracles wouldn't exist if Zeus could just keep it in his toga.
But we like Heracles.
Zeus, we're not considering Zeus. Zeus is not part of the fuck Mary.
No, but like Zeus's actions lead to Hera's like bullshit.
Now,
you know,
two wrongs
dump
make the
him.
right. No. One
No,
wrong
but-
makes one wrong. Two wrongs. There's a lot of women getting murdered and or cursed for no reason. If anything,
and
I'll
we
just
can't-
say this. Zeus be cheating, but at least he be giving him a good time. Hera's the one coming in.
not
and
always.
making
Though.
it a
Let's
whole-
be
And of
honest.
course-
Zeus is not always giving him a
Fair
good
enough.
time.
Fair
and
enough.
of course,
This
if
is the
we're talking about-
conversation that got Cat Rose to subscribe, by the way, and
If
that's
we're
what I
talking
appreciate.
about, if we're talking about the many times Zeus cheated on his wife, we can't forget the time he turned himself into a piss ghost.
Yeah,
This goes.
We
he
can't.
literally turned into a golden cloud,
I'm
and
saying.
he rained on a woman.
Why did he do that?
And it's like you can have kinks, but you can't foist them on us, is what everybody says in American culture. So, like, listen.
Yeah,
So-
everyone's saying that.
So that is
Yeah.
why my
The
hot take.
famous American saying that we all know: you can have kinks, but you can't foist them on everyone around you.
I think that was Lincoln, right? That right
Yeah,
before the
Lincoln
war.
said that.
Yeah.
It was the
That was in
last
the
line of the
Emancipation Proclamation,
Gettysburg.
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say last line of Gettysburg Address. My hot take as a scholarly expert in this field is you fuck Aphrodite because she a freak like that.
She free.
You marry Hera because she is literally the goddess of marriage. And also, I'm monogamous to a fault, so I would be good to her, and she would have no problems with me. And then you kill Athena because now there's no war, maybe? Question mark? Or at least half of there's no war
Yeah,
anymore.
what about Ares? Isn't he
Yeah,
a god
well,
of war?
he's a fucking coward, and both my fuck buddy and my wife would beat the shit out of him. So Ares is my stepson because I'm currently married to his mom.
That's true. You can put him in his place.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is nobody will ever be a better lover than Hephaestus, and you can quote me on that.
That's true. That's why you don't marry
And
Aphrodite.
where
You
would
only
we
fuck
quote you on
Aphrodite.
this?
You're blue sky, Claire. I dare you.
Listen, we all know that the way disabled people do it is the comfiest for everyone.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
My partner just cheered from the other room.
Yeah, love that.
Amazing.
Incredible. Okay, so I do have another fuck, marry, kill here.
Do it.
This one is scripted version. So we're gonna fuck, marry, kill Loch Ness monster. We're gonna fuck, marry, kill Bigfoot, and we are going. Claire got the thumbs up on her screen. I love that.
We did it.
Marry, kill Loch Ness monster, Bigfoot, and oh god, what was the third one? Oh, Mothman.
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 Oh.
I'm gonna have controversial takes on this one, but
Do it.
I'm ready to hear everyone
Me too.
else's. Okay,
Okay.
I'll just start. I'm from Portland. I'm from Oregon. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. There is no option for me other than to marry Bigfoot. If I
Yeah.
did anything other than that, I would be immediately cast out of
Yeah.
my family and my homeland.
Yeah.
So we're marrying
My
Bigfoot. My homeland, Oregon. We all know the faith. Okay. I'm marrying Bigfoot. I'm probably smanging the Loch Ness monster, and I don't fucking care about Mothman. So that's how the decision was made.
Okay, wait. I have to go back
All
on
right,
that.
and I know that that's going to be unpopular with people here. I have no opinions or feelings positive.
Well,
or
I
negative
kind of-
towards Mothman.
I kind of have to agree. I mean,
It's
Mothman.
fine.
He's got
Go
that
on.
great. He's got that great ass. So he's going to be cheating on me all the time with everybody.
How dare you?
Brandon, how dare you cast aspersions against those blessed with the dunk?
You gotta marry the Sasquatch because he's lonely.
No,
He's so lonely.
He's big.
Amanda.
He's thick. He's hairy.
You
we
know
love
what they
him.
say. You know what they say about men with big feet. You know what they say.
They're lonely
Their
and they need
funyuns
a
are
spouse.
larger than average.
Yep, that's what they say, my honor. That was it.
I need to do a real quick check-in with my good friend who I know reads romance novels. Amanda, I know you already read this one. Claire, did you read the Loch Ness Monster book?
No, I have not,
No?
but I have read the Mothman one.
I'm going to send
there
you.
are lots of Mothman ones, but I have read the Moth one, and that there's a whole thing that's crazy. The Moth one, you haven't heard of this?
No.
This is Amanda's next read.
Wow, you call yourself
I will
spirits.
tell you something
The Kindle
crazy
is
is
right
going
here.
on down there that you are not prepared for. I'm gonna send it to you, and it's gonna fuck your world up in a really weird way, in a really confusing way.
Claire, I am going to send you the link to Under Lock and Key so that you can have a nice read on that one.
That's
Lock
so
and
good.
in a weird way.
Absolutely.
I got it. Hold on 1 second. Actually, I can't drop it in the thing. But
Is the Mothman one called like a moth to a flame?
Oh, it should be. Fucking should be.
That's good. No, I'm gonna find it right now. I think it's by the same person who did the Morning Glory thing.
Oh my God, Claire! No, no.
Let me find it.
Now Isabel did just make a graphic.
If you're wondering why Isabel's been quiet for the past 10 minutes, it's because
I've gotten really into making bad graphics.
Yeah. Also, hey guys, go pre-order Isabel's book while you're at it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be a really
the
huge deal.
Mothman one is called Sweet Berries, and I'm so sorry for anyone who looks this up.
I hate that so much.
To cleanse our palates, Isabel, what's the name of your book so people can pre-order it? quickly now.
It is out next year. It is up for pre-order. For the love of God, please pre-order it, because that actually, I literally get texts from my editor like, "Hey, people are pre-ordering it," and it's like, "Fuck yeah!" Like that actually like affects things later, and it's good. I promise. I'm better at writing than making graphics.
I don't know.
I don't know. You're pretty good at graphics.
It's on the screen right now.
Graphics somewhere else because I cannot see it in chat.
It's on the stream.
Oh, I pulled up the Twitch. Sorry.
Wow.
Did you pause it to save bandwidth?
If you laughed at Piscos. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Incredible.
That's the MultiCrew Drive this year.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dog. Thank you.
Claire, my argument is this man doesn't look like the Mothman, and that bothers me. He looks like a Mothman, but he doesn't look like Mothman. You know what I mean?
He is a Mothman. I don't know if he's the Mothman. In this place, I think there are many Mothmen.
Yeah, I don't like that. It has to be the Mothman.
Sweet Berry.
I tell you right now,
so much.
Brandon has controversial takes.
When you guys were doing the like guess the plot based on the name, I was like, man, Sweet Berries would be a really good one. No way you'd be able to guess the plot of that. He's like an act. Much of these books I just read because I just want to understand what the fuck is going on with whoever's writing them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's an academic, which is also crazy. He's an entomologist, PhD student or something.
That's just like being an anthropologist.
Yeah, I think that's like the thing. It's a very strange book, but there's some wild stuff happening in it. So if you want to like read some stuff that's gonna freak you out, there you go.
I know what I'm reading in my sleeping bag with my flashlight at the sleepover.
Ooh.
This would actually be a very weird puberty book that later you'd be like,
don't let your
now
mom
why
see
was
it.
I reading that at age 12?
That just like every other book I was actually reading at age 12, so that's fine.
Yeah. I will say, Under Lock and Key, genuinely a good book. Like pretty.
I don't
like
think this is a good book. Let's be clear.
A solid 6.5. You know what I mean? Like it's not bad.
Yeah,
I will say that much. Worth checking out. I'm gonna give mine in case, but everyone else feel free to share yours as well. I do think that I would be fucking Mothman. I think I would be marrying
back to what matters.
And I think I would be killing the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh.
No, Julia, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You can't just say I'm wrong.
Julia, Jake said your bladder something, and also you're wrong. Because you have to marry Mothman. But every time you walk around in the world, people are going to be admiring your spouse's sweet behind. And I think that is just like a quality that keeps something alive in a marriage, you know?
Yeah, I agree, but also at the same time, like I'm very comfortable with the like bear qualities that Bigfoot has. I'm into
Not
that.
a bear, he's an
Wow.
ape.
He seems soft. He seems hairy. He seems like he would give good hugs.
He
That's
smells
how I
real
feel
bad.
about that. How do you know that, Brandon?
has
Maybe
a
he
lot
smells
of
like pine.
smell.
That's one of the
Wait,
things.
Brandon, you said you'd marry him. What's your problem with Bigfoot now?
I love a
bitch.
smelling bad man.
Do you?
I love
Get
a
Lauren
smelling
right now.
man.
Love a stinky man.
Incredible.
Brandon will say anything for a laugh on a podcast, Google.
That's true.
I just
Yeah.
sent the
Hey,
Piss Goes
Amanda.
graphic to my partner.
Amanda
Wait,
earlier
sorry, what
said,
happened?
Oh, I
Right.
just sent the Piss Goes graphic to my partner because that's what you do in a relationship. And then I got this response: "Wow, hey, that's awful. Dope
Yeah.
great job, babe."
So supportive.
Graphic.
I think you should make your book cover like this is A tier shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're in charge of that, right?
No, I'm not, dude. Okay, honestly, the new wait, this is recorded. I shouldn't say whatever. I'm saying it anyway.
All right.
The new situation with my book cover is that we are basically in final form, and my mom thinks that the figure on her looks too much like her, and I'm kind of like, Mom, it's the same haircut. There's only so many haircuts out there.
There's
And
only
she's
like for women, there's like 4 haircuts.
there's like
So,
4 haircuts.
yeah.
And then she was like, well, they should give her long hair. And then I'm like, if they gave her long hair, it would look like me, and that's actually worse for me.
Yeah.
For me personally, is worse.
And I'm like, Mom, it's gonna be an inch tall. It doesn't matter. And she's like, I don't know. And you should tell your publisher. I'm like, I can't tell my publisher that my mom thinks it looks too much like her. This one's also insane.
Isabel, your mom is like the opposite of the phrase, now why am I in it? Your mom just like places herself in it at every opportunity, and I
Here's the
so
thing.
respect that.
Here's the
I
thing.
love that.
It does kind of look like her from like 20 years ago.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her that.
Don't tell her.
And it's like, I'm trying
It's-
to gaslight her into being like, that's not true, but it is kind of like, I see where she's coming from.
It's cool. The
However-
only way she'll know is if she gets behind the payroll and joins the MultiCrew. So
She'll never
Exactly.
know. She'll never
Except
know.
for this is going out to the public on YouTube.
Oh, well,
This is
sorry,
public.
So
all
yeah,
right.
I never talked about Sweet Berries, guys. Actually, I've never read it, and I don't know what Kindle Unlimited is.
Of course not.
I would also like to add that I texted my best friend and said, I just told the Love Island party ghost story on a live stream. Can you confirm that really happened? And she said, dude, yes, verified.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know it was real.
That's
Excellent.
so cute.
I'm gonna give us one last fuck, marry, kill, and this is where we'll settle in for the evening. This is where we'll all like get into our sleeping bags and cuddle in for the night. But our last fuck, marry, kill, I want to go back to Greek mythology, which is let's do our 3 big gods from Greek mythology. We will do Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. Go on. Amanda goes, oh,
Fuck
Oh,
Poseidon for
We
obvious
have to- We
reasons.
have to
Yeah.
kill
Yeah,
Zeus.
kill Zeus.
Yeah.
You must.
Kill Zeus,
Red-
marry
rid the
Hades, 'cause
world.
he loves a commitment.
yeah.
Yep.
does look commitment.
And is really good about contracts.
And he's going to provide. He is just like sitting on resources. He's going to make sure
Yeah.
you are taken
He's-
care of.
He's the god of riches.
Stocked up
That's a
on
sugar daddy.
pomegranate.
That's a sugar
Mhm.
daddy.
That is.
Stocked up on
And
pomegranate.
Be
obviously,
rich in pomegranate.
Can I just get a consensus? Is everyone marrying Hades?
I think
Yeah,
so.
just raise your hand if it's a yes for marrying Hades.
No question.
Excellent.
Who is fucking Zeus?
some weirdo.
Oh, everyone's
Now-
got the same answer.
No, well,
Yeah.
I do want to say, Amanda and I, for a very long time, had stickers that were merch stickers that said, never fuck a sea god. And I do stand by that.
We might have to
Because,
bring those back, Julia. That's a good motto worth reminding people about in the 2020s.
yeah, we had, Zeus was the, I think we said the fuckboy father or something
Mhm,
like
the
that.
fuck
It
father.
was very good.
Daddy.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna go back. No. It's marry Hades, fuck Poseidon.
Yes.
Oh
Kill
no, I'm
Zeus.
sorry. Kill Poseidon.
Okay.
Fuck Zeus.
Listen, I'm between those two, really. I think
And
we're all
here's-
in agreement you want to marry Hades.
And
Guys.
here's why. I'll tell you why you fuck Zeus. Is because
That's the best case scenario.
then by proxy from
Consensual.
your child, you get invited to all of the Olympus cookouts.
Yeah.
That's
Misha,
your in.
That's
and
pretty good.
your child is guaranteed to be a hero. Isn't
I'm
that
saying.
like part of the rule? Yeah.
But I mean, that's true of like most of the gods. Like I would say a decent amount of Poseidon's kids also become like demigod heroes.
Not, but I know about Zeus's kids.
Okay. All right.
Misha, the one thing that I think you're not considering is that only one of Hades, Zeus, and Poseidon canonically carries a implement and is probably like pretty good with tentacles, hands. I don't know what's going on here,
Amanda,
but
where
like,
are you
Go
going
on.
with that?
Amanda.
for the same
Like
reason.
I said, Amanda
Somebody's-
did genuinely enjoy locking under
Somebody's
locking
having a dream of the
Same
fisherman's
reason.
wife.
For the same
Uh-huh.
reason that you have to sleep with the Loch Ness monster, you have to just try Poseidon once. Like just try it once.
I will give Amanda credit and say, as Lyle pointed out in the chat, Poseidon does not have a wife that will come for you if you fuck him.
His wife is the sea.
His wife is
Yeah,
the
well, he does genuinely have
Many
a wife,
such cases.
but like but
His
like
wife is just some guy. It's not like a Hera situation.
Yeah.
yeah, Amphitrite does not care about whether or not he's out there fucking other people. Like it's fine, it's okay.
She knows that she can always leave and get her own. You know why, guys? Because there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Okay, we gotta end on that note.
That's it. We gotta go. Great job, gang. We did it.
Amanda and Julia, tell them where they can join the MultiCrew.
They can go to multitudeshows.com/multicrew and sign up today. And remember, if you sign up for an annual plan, you get 2 months for free.
Woo!
And if we made you laugh about Piss Ghost, you do owe us $5.
It's on.
Isabel made a whole graphic about it.
There's a graphic about it.
It's so true. Thank
Gotta
you
make
all
the
for
rules.
being here. There's nobody else I would rather be hanging out with at 10 p.m. on a Friday night talking about all of this nonsense than y'all and Sam and Deboki and Raltz. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us and your Saturday morning. Hi, Australia. We love you. Thank you. multitudeshows.com.
Thanks, friends.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Get
Snore.
your sleep bag.